Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
Nope. I guess it can't be done. I was just trying to figure if there was some way of getting into the world without going through parents. The trouble is my parents don't understand me. Of course, a lot of the time, I don't understand me. But they're supposed to be smarter than I am. The real problem is my parents are undependable. Now, I wouldn't complain if they were just normally undependable like everybody else's parents. But when you can't even depend on their being undependable, that's really undependable. Now, you take my birthday, for instance. The day before my birthday, I laid it right on the line for him. Mom, you know what I want for my birthday?
What's that, dear?
I want you to forget the whole thing.
That's enough sugar, Dobie.
Just because you're a year older. Why the big fuss? Birthday parties with silly-looking hats and horns. That's for kids. Who needs it?
Why don't you just put the cereal in the sugar bowl?
Yeah, but sugar is energy.
It is also 9 cents a pound, wholesale.
So do me a favor, huh? Tomorrow for my birthday, don't even mention it. Okay? Okay. You see what I mean about parents? Could I have made it any plainer? Could I? I said, don't even talk about it. So the next morning is my birthday, and what happens? They don't even mention it.
Now, Herbert, remember, it's Dobie's birthday, but we're not going to say a word about it. Not a single word.
You know, Winnie, that's the first time in his life that boy has shown any sense about anything. Why, that party would have cost a fortune in cold cuts alone.
Oh, we're still going to have the party.
Not to mention the way those kids can eat cake and ice cream and guzzle what?
I said we're still going to have the party.
I will not break my vow to that boy. He sat right over there yesterday morning and he said, I do not want a party. And that's exactly what he is not going to get, a party.
But of course he wants one, and it'll be a wonderful surprise. Can't you just see his face?
Oh, I can just see his face, and he's stuffing it with cold cuts. I'm going down to the store.
I'll be down as soon as I've given Dobie his breakfast.
Lock up the sugar, huh?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, dear.
Well, what do you say?
Drink your juice.
Sure is a beautiful day, isn't it?
I guess so, dear. I really hadn't noticed.
I mean, it's a special kind of beautiful day, you know, like it's kind of a special kind of a day.
How will you have your eggs? Fried or scrambled?
Is that all you're going to say is about eggs?
Well, I have to know how you want them, dear.
I guess I'm not very hungry, Mom. I'll just get a chocolate milk downstairs.
Dobie?
I'll see you later, Mom. It's okay.
No, it isn't. But it's going to be.
Good morning, Dad.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Sure is a beautiful day, isn't it?
Well, when I get a minute, I'll take a look at your beautiful day. Only by then, it'll be night.
Yeah, I mean, it's a special kind of beautiful day, you know, like a once-a-year day. Kind of a special day.
You mean a special day like when you come home from school and put on an apron and go to work in the store?
I gotta go to school, Dad. I'll see you later.
Dobie!
So it's all right, Dad. Okay.
17 years ago today, I was yelling for a boy. Okay. Okay.
Maynard? Yeah, I hear you, Big Daddy. Do you ever have any trouble with your parents?
Oh, I got like trouble with everybody's parents. I keep slipping them the shovel, but they don't dig. Especially mothers and fathers.
I mean, how much would it cost them to say happy birthday and give me a couple of presents?
Man, it really turns you on, don't it?
It's not like I wanted anything big. I'd have taken anything. Just a token. Like a cashmere jacket, maybe.
You owe some records.
Or a cashmere sweater.
Or some records.
2 lousy presents. And what do I get? Happy birthday? No, not even happy orange juice. So long, Maynard.
Where you going?
Home.
Well, hold it, man. I like fly with you. Hey, Dobe, did I wish you happy birthday?
No.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Oh, dear.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hello, Dobie. Well, Maynard.
Mom.
Mrs. Gillis.
My, you're quite a stranger. We haven't seen you since yesterday.
Yeah, I've been like busy.
Mom, could we have some cookies and chocolate milk? We're going to watch TV.
Well, I guess that can be arranged, yes. You go on inside, and I'll bring you the cookies later.
Thanks, Mom. Come on, Maynard.
Not Maynard. I shall need Maynard to help me carry the milk.
Well, I could carry the milk.
Oh, no, you go on inside, dear, and watch your television. Maynard loves to carry milk. Don't you, Maynard?
Okay.
Maynard, this is awful. What are you doing here?
I was like invited.
I told you yesterday that I wanted you to keep Dobie out of here.
Mrs. Gillis, I'm like confused. He's your son. He lives here.
Maynard.
I know it's tough, but those are the breaks.
Maynard, the surprise party, remember?
Surprise party? Oh, yeah. I remember the surprise party.
He'll be here at 6 o'clock. And that's why I wanted you to keep Dobie out of here until 6:15.
Oh, now I think. You want us to keep Dobie out until 6:15. Mrs. Gillis, I'll have him out here so fast it'll make your head swim as soon as we eat these.
And don't bring him back until 6:15.
Why send for the Marines when you get Maynard G. Krebs? Here you are, Dope. Yours got some of the milk spilled on it. Hey, Dope, I got an idea. Let's go over to my house.
What for?
We can, like, watch television.
We're watching it.
Well, how about run down to Wong's for a malt?
We just had them all.
Or we could have another.
You got any money?
No. Dobie?
Yeah.
How about we go for a walk?
What do you want to go for a walk for?
It's like healthy.
I'm like healthy enough.
Hey, that's an idea. Let's go down to the Red Cross and give blood. Hey, did you see that? Man, that's shooting. I got it. Let's go down and shoot some pool. Come on.
Oh, I'm not allowed to shoot pool.
Well, we could play handball, stickball, hopscotch.
Maynard, what's the matter with you?
Me? Nothing's the matter with me.
Then sit down and watch the picture and shut up.
You just stay there, man. Yeah, I'll be right back. Oh, Mrs. Gillis,
Yes?
you better, like, send for the Marines.
Oh, dear.
Winnie, the television's on. Dobie's home.
I know he's home.
Well, get him out of here. It's only 5:30. I've got to bring up all that food and the soda and the what's he doing here?
Hello, Mr. Gillis. I'm going to keep Dobie out until 6:15.
Oh, good.
Only he won't go. And I tried every trick I know.
There's no trick to get Dobie moving. Just use psychology. Dobie, I was thinking, as long as you're not doing anything, maybe you'd give me a hand down in the store.
What?
I got a big order to fill. 50 ham sandwiches.
Oh, gee, I almost
2 quarts
forgot
of
that.
potato
Maynard and I
salad,
have to go out.
6
Come on,
cases
Maynard.
of potato
I'd love to help you
chips.
get this important.
Real important.
Yeah.
17 years ago today, I was yelling for a boy. And I'm still yelling.
Why'd you tell them to forget your birthday party?
So they wouldn't forget it. Oh, life's a shambles. That's what it is. I'm going home.
Wait a minute, Dobe. You can't.
I can't what?
How can you go home? It's not 6 o'clock yet.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, you know, it's like you go home now, it's down to the salt mines.
What salt mines?
The store, man. The sandwich and potato salad factory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I better go home anyway.
No, Dobe, wait.
There's nothing to do.
We'll find something to do. We'll, like, look at girls.
Ah, who wants to look at girls? What girls?
Oh, the park's crawling with them. We'll just sit here and look, okay?
Okay.
No, Dobe, I got another idea. How about going to the malt shop? Oh, I saw a couple of real cool dames there yesterday.
How cool?
Yeah, frosty cool.
Okay. You know, what if there's no girls?
We could have another malt.
With what? We're broke.
Dobie, we can always get malt money.
Oh, that's right.
Good old Georgie.
Okay. Here you go, Georgie. 6 empty bottles at a nickel apiece. That's 30 cents. You know what to do.
Oh, hello there, Georgie. How are you tonight, huh? Hey, you're doing a pretty good business in bottles, aren't you? There you are. A quarter and a nice shiny nickel. Pretty good, huh?
What are you doing, Dobe?
Making a note. I keep tabs on all this bottle money. Someday when I'm very rich, I'm going to pay Dad every penny I took out of here.
Gee, you're a great human being.
Let loose, Georgie. Let loose. Okay, now, there's a nickel for you and a quarter for me. Georgie, if I told you once, I told you 100 times. You got no overhead. It's all profit.
Yeah. And they're Dobie's bottles. They've been in the family for years. So long, George.
Someday I'll get my own bottles and go into business for myself.
Coming up. Where's everybody? I don't know. I think they went to like a birthday party. Sure. Some guys get parties. And then there's me.
Yeah, heavy on the chocolate, huh?
I already put in strawberries.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Some birthday.
Hey, Dobe, did I wish you happy birthday?
Yeah, Maynard. Thanks anyway.
Oh.
Hey, quiet, everybody. He'll be here any second now.
I just can't wait to see the look on his face.
Yeah, Maynard's going to bring him in through the store, see? And when I hear the bell, I'll go downstairs like nothing's going on. And then as soon as the...
I don't want another malt, man. They're coming out of my ears.
Okay, then we'll have a Sunday. Charlie, I hear you talking.
Dobie, don't you think you ought to get back to your pad?
What for?
It's where you live.
It's where I live. If I never came home, they probably wouldn't know the difference.
Sure they would. Man, if you all that food left over.
Maybe I won't ever go home. Then they'll remember my birthday.
Ain't you even gonna go home for dinner?
Who can eat with a broken heart?
Wait till I get my hands on that Maynard. I told him 6:15 is after 7 o'clock. Hey, scramble! Again? Yep, that's it. All right.
Oh, we're so close. Why don't you go up and just say, like, hello?
Because I don't want to go up and say hello.
Dobie, one lousy flight of stairs, one lousy hello.
I said no. If they wouldn't happy birthday me, I'm not going to hello them.
Ooh, I'm gonna get, like, murdered.
Let loose, George. Let loose.
Hey, don't hit your mother and father. Just go upstairs. Don't say hello to them. Just nod to them.
Here's your nickel. No.
Ooh, I'm gonna get, like, massacred. Ooh.
Georgie, this is a 400-pound test padlock, and I have the only key. True? You are 5 years old, 3 feet tall, and have an honest face. True? Then why is it I get the feeling that you are taking my bottles? I'm not saying you are taking them, Georgie, but if you are, do you know what you're going to get?
Uh-huh. A wagon to haul bottles in.
Yeah, poor little kitty. Poor little homeless kitty. Your troubles are over. I'll make a home for you, feed you. You'll have somebody to take care of you. Just the two of us. Two of a kind against the world.
Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home.
Why are you singing that?
It's like a home song.
Listen, Maynard, I'm not going home. Now, will you just clam up and stop trying to talk me into going home?
I'm not trying to talk you into going home. Why would I try to talk you into going home? Well, might as well go home.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
It bit my hand.
Same hand that Georgie bit?
No, the other one. Everybody's against me. Kids, cats, people.
Dobe?
I am not going home.
I gotta kill that boy. I just got it.
Dobie doesn't know about the party. Maynard's the one who's supposed to get him here.
Oh, yeah. I gotta kill those boys. I just got
it. Home, home, sweet, sweet home. Just give me, oh, give me the pleasures of home.
We've got to feed these children. They must be starving.
You're right, Winnie. It's after 9 o'clock. Okay, attention, kids. Refreshments.
Yes, sir. No place like home. Yeah, especially like now, when there's like nothing else to do.
You want to hear some music?
Yeah, sure. But let's go home and hear some music.
Well, I thought maybe we could kill some time at Riff Ryan's record shop.
Yeah, like cool, Daddy-O. Let's go to the record shop.
But if you'd rather go home...
Oh, no, let's go hear some progressive.
Okay.
Oh, no, come to think of it, Dobe. I'd rather go home. Come on.
You wanted to go to Riff Ryan's. We'll go to Riff Ryan's.
No, Dobe, Oh, I'm gonna get, like, slaughtered. Ooh, Dobe.
The whole outfit. List is only 300 skins. With discount for cash brings it to 210. And wholesale to you is 165. And the hip discount is 155.
Wild Daddy-O.
Well, you might as well go the whole route. Now, when is the best time to dig jazz?
Like 4 or 5 in the a.m.
And what happens when you dig jazz at like 4 or 5 in the a.m.?
The neighbors like call the law.
So it's a definite headset. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a pair of earphones. Now, you put these earphones like on your skull, see? And turn the music way down low. Then, you turn the earphones way up good and loud so you can dig it. Now the upstairs squares don't hear nothing. And the man in blue don't come get you.
Like crazy, Big Daddy. Give me a cent.
Got you covered, Far Out Girl. Get a fresh pair and be right back.
When I have a kid, you know what I'm going to do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to give him the biggest birthday present you ever saw. Even if he hates birthday presents, he'll get them and like them. You know what else I'm going to do?
What are you gonna do, Daddy-O?
I'm going to wish him happy birthday 50 times a day, maybe 100.
Yeah. Riff never plays his records right. He ought to, like, turn the volume up. I mean, way up.
What's the idea, Maynard? Far Out Girl. Honey? Like you want to buy the set. Like, wait a minute. Like, where you going, Far Out Girl?
Farther out.
Like out.
Well, what's like the matter, Riff?
I told you 1,000 times not to touch them knobs. You just lost me a cash cat. That was Far Out Girl.
That was the Far Out Girl?
Like, yeah. She only works because she's a protest cat. Her old man's like in the millionaire business. And I just got hi-fi on her back. I had her coming in week after week for albums, for diamond needles, for anti-static spray, multiple speakers. And then finally I got her hooked on stereo. That's a lot of bread to me, man. I mean, she was like a walking annuity to me. And you had to louse it up.
I'm like, sorry, Riff.
You're getting me tapped out. Tapioca City, Bankruptsville. I mean, you play them records like 200-300 times. They're so thin, they play both sides at once. Man, you know somebody comes in here with a fistful of them president's pictures. He wants to buy a record. He don't want to hear the flip side at the same time. I mean, that just ain't right, man.
You coolin' me, Riff?
Like, yeah.
Well, that's like rough, Riff.
What can I do, Maynard? I mean, I like you.
Like, thanks.
But I can't afford you. I mean, I got like a wife. And like...
Like kids?
Yeah, they are a little like kids. But they're looking to me for bread and a pad and all that jazz. Now, if you could see your way clear to take a cab, I'd like appreciate it.
Can I hear just one record?
All right, what?
Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday?
Yeah, I heard a real nice recording a couple of years ago. I think it was Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk?
Gave me kind of a lump in the throat.
Dobie, like out.
But
Like split, like now.
we got no place to go.
What about the Bijou, the movies at Gas, the monster who devoured Cleveland?
No, the way I feel tonight, I'd be rooting for the monster.
What about like school?
At night?
Night school? What about like home?
Hey, that's a swinging idea, Riff. You got like a hip head in your shoulders. Come on, Dobe, we'll go home.
Okay, we might as well. Like Salone.
Like likewise.
See you later.
Like real later. Like never. Kel Fink.
You want to come up?
No, but I think I'd better.
Hey, look, somebody forgot a pickle. Maybe I could mail it to him.
No.
I haven't seen such eating since the mess hall.
Well, they're healthy kids.
That's right. Everybody's got healthy kids but me. Mine, he's sick.
Why, Herbert?
Well, what else can you say about a kid that doesn't even show up at his own birthday party?
It's like over, huh?
I ought to, like, break your neck.
What's all these dishes? Did you have some people over?
Yes, we had some people over. We had a lot of people over, and they ate a lot of food, and it cost a lot of money.
Dobie, you missed your whole birthday party.
Party? You mean you went to all this trouble just because it was my birthday?
Well, naturally.
Mom, how many times did I tell you? Birthdays are for kids. What did you and Dad have to go and give me a party for? Who needs it?
Hey, son.
What's the matter?
Many happy returns of the day.
Oh, gee, thanks, Dad.
What, make a wish, huh?
No, not me, Dad. I've got everything I want.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have her Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
Merry Christmas. So why ain't I married? I'll tell you why. Because of all the times of the year, Christmas is the time when a family should be at home together. Well, we're not going to be at home together. I'm at home, Mom's at home, my brother Davey's at home, but Dad isn't.
Get out of here, all of you! Get out!
Hey, shut up. What are you trying to do, louse up the Christmas Day dinner?
Don't say that word.
Dinner?
Christmas.
You said it.
Now bite my tongue out.
Good. As long as you don't do anything to louse up those people bringing over that turkey dinner tomorrow.
I don't want a turkey dinner tomorrow.
Well, I do. Why do you think I get myself arrested on a Christmas Eve? It ain't easy to get arrested on a Christmas Eve.
Knock it off, will you?
All I can say is I went to a lot of trouble for this, so don't you do anything to louse it up or I'll...
You what? You what? Here. What's going on here? What's going on here? I saw you, Gillis. You were out of your cell. Now, wasn't it nice? Come on now. Why don't you stay out? Go away. Gillis, be reasonable. We've been reasonable, haven't we? Answer me that, haven't we been reasonable? I told you before, I am staying in here until Christmas is over.
Gillis, for the last time, we'll take you home. I'll take you home. In my own car. The official one. I'll even let you blow the siren. Gillis, please, let us take you out of... Will you shut up? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This man's got me half out of my mind. As a matter of fact, he's got the whole city administration half out of his mind.
If the city administration had half a mind to get out of, I wouldn't be in here. But I'm in here, and here I stay.
Hey, this guy's gonna do us out of a Christmas dinner.
Chief. Oh, Judge, I'm glad you got here. I'm afraid this Gillis has got us licked.
He may have us all licked. The Daily News is writing a story about me, calling me the world's meanest judge, because I threw Gillis in jail on Christmas Eve.
But Gillis deserved it. The Daily News is just playing politics.
Yeah, the kind of politics that can get us out of office next election. Now, look, let me handle Gillis. I'm going to take care of him, see? I'll get down on both knees to him if I have to. Nice singing, folks. Keep it up. Come on. Hello, Mr. Gillis.
Good night, Judge.
Glad to see you're in a better humor today, Mr. Gillis.
Don't kid yourself about my humor.
All right, Mr. Gillis, if that's the way you feel, stay mad. That's your privilege. Well, I'm not going to get mad. No, sirree. I said if that's the way you feel. Will you shut up?
Voters.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Sing deck the bells. Gillis, you're a bad influence in this jail.
Want to add 10 days to my sentence?
You have no sentence. I'm revoking it.
I'm revoking your revoking.
If you don't get out of here, you're in contempt of court.
I'm not in court.
But I am the court.
I am in contempt.
Gillis, be reasonable. Look at it this way. You're not really mad at me.
No?
Well, the chief here.
No.
You're really mad at Christmas.
No.
What was that?
I am not mad at Christmas. I am mad at people.
People?
People at Christmas.
Yes, I know what you mean. I'll admit that when you came into my court yesterday, a little mad at people at Christmas. Well, I was a little mad at people at Christmas, too. And I dealt with you a little severely. A little too severely. I was wrong. There, I've said it.
Thank you, Judge.
Good. I'm glad it's all over. We'll just forget the whole thing.
You forget the whole thing. I'll stay here.
Oh, but Gillis, you can't stay here in this bare cell till Christmas is over. Why think of your family.
I am.
Good.
That's why I'm staying here.
Don't blame Dad for his attitude. The family was one of the big causes of his going to jail. And I did my part. Although I have to admit, my mother warmed him up for me.
Herbert, you have just got to help me decide about the Christmas card.
Look, Christmas is bad enough. What with the customers I have to put up with, let alone my wife, who I have to put up with, too. Don't get me wrong, Winnie. You're a wonderful woman. But comes Christmas, blip, you flip, just like everybody else. Now, please, again, please, don't bother me with the Christmas cards. Did you hear what I said, Winnie?
Of course, dear. Herbert, you have just got to help me decide about the Christmas cards.
Oh, my.
We have to get the cards out.
Why?
Because it's Christmas.
Boy, and is it Christmas. That's the excuse for everything. Everybody goes nuts, and why? It's okay. It's Christmas.
Oh, you just love to act like Scrooge.
Who's acting?
Listen, Herbert, I have to ask you about the Jorgensens.
You asked me about the Jorgensens yesterday.
I did? What did I ask you about them?
You asked me whether we should send them a Christmas card.
Really? And what did you say?
I don't remember.
You said they owe us a 3 months bill.
All right, so that's what I said.
But did you say to send them a card or not to send them a card?
I said not to send them a card.
Oh, all right. But then, if we sent them one, it might remind them about the bill.
Then send them one.
Make them feel guilty.
Merry Christmas.
Does that mean yes or no?
I said send them a card.
Oh, all right. But then 3 months is an awfully long time for them to owe us. Goodness, they might think we didn't mind.
Then don't send them one.
Okay. But then, Herbert, it is Christmas.
Then send them one.
Goodness, I only said it's Christmas.
I know it's Christmas, and how do I know it's Christmas? Because my wife can't send out one Christmas card without calling a top summit conference. And old Mrs. Muller comes in here 4 times a day and gets the same thing she gets all year round. But now they are presents for people. And will I please gift wrap them? And why? Because she wants to get free Christmas wrapping paper.
Well, would do that?
No, you don't. This is a salami. Mrs. Muller buys a salami every week of the year. But this week, it's a present for her sister-in-law in Detroit, and will I please gift wrap it?
Here, let me.
She was in here a little while ago and wanted a can of sardines. Gift wrap for her nephew boy in Phoenix.
Here, put your finger. There. Now we can get started checking.
Good.
The Christmas card lists.
Yeah, Mom didn't help Dad's temper any. But let's be honest, neither did I. Yes, it's me, Dad. Ready, willing, and able. Yes, sir. Now, don't thank me. No, not yet, Dad. Wait till I put in a full day's work. And don't thank me even then. It's just my duty. After all, there's no school. I should help out.
Listen, you're up to something. You're up to the stamp. The stamp is stuck. The stamp is stuck.
Oh, here, let me, Dad. Now. It's funny. I don't see how it could stick to a moist surface.
My tongue happens to be a dry surface. I've licked over 2,000 of those things.
Well, that's something I can do.
All right, boy, what are you up to?
Huh?
You are my son. A tall, strong, healthy, all-American boy and as lazy as hound dog in possum season. So anytime I see you in this store wearing an apron and ready to go to work, I want to know, what are you up to?
Ah, Dad. Speaking of Christmas presents,
Nobody was.
I can't figure out what to get Maynard.
I have a suggestion, but how are you going to hang a bath on a Christmas tree?
No, seriously, Dad, what's really bugging me is what to get Mom. What are you giving her?
Well, I haven't made up my mind yet. I was thinking of getting her a washing machine, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to get her a dryer.
A clothes dryer?
Yeah, she needs that more than she does a washing machine. After all, her scrub board's only 6 months old.
Dad, listen.
Don't argue with me, boy. I remember distinctly. I got it for her last August for her birthday.
Dad, you don't understand women.
True, an understatement, but basically true. Of course, I know a little about them, or you wouldn't be standing there.
Well, I think that you ought to get her something to remind her she's a woman.
I have ways.
You know, I mean, get her something gay, glamorous, frivolous.
I already did. You.
Now, seriously now, Dad.
What would you suggest?
You could get her something, say, from Paris.
Well, if the French happen to make a good clothes dryer, I'll buy it for her.
Oh, speaking of presents for women reminds me.
No, you don't.
That's $5. I need it.
I knew what you were up to.
You ruined my romance. I promised my girl. You'd have given it to me eventually anyway, Dad.
Not until Christmas morning. Okay, if you want it now, take it. But, Merry Christmas.
Ah, Dad, I know you. You're just a warm-hearted, generous, affectionate softy.
Yeah, and you're just consistent. A bum, but a consistent bum. Can't you just pretend to work a little?
Oh, I'd love to, Dad, but I've got to go to the post office and order my girl's present.
The post office? What are you giving her, stamps?
No, I'm giving her a home study course in baton twirling.
What?
It comes in the mail. It teaches her all about baton twirling.
You had the nerve to criticize me and the present I was going to give your mother, and you are going to give some girl a home course in baton twirling?
It's what she wants.
Well, a dryer is what your mother wants. You're not going to do it.
Well, there's nothing wrong.
Oh, there isn't? I've seen those drum majorettes with their shorts up to there.
Well, that's nothing.
It's practically nothing.
Well, I promised her. I'm only making the first payment. I promised. This is the only girl I ever really loved. You may be ruining the whole future of she who may become your daughter-in-law.
That does it. I'm not going to have any baton twirler for a daughter-in-law. Okay. Okay. But when they strap you in that jacket, don't tell them I'm your father.
Bye, Dad.
I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
Well, that was my contribution, I'm sorry to say. And on top of me, my brother Davy, home from college, he really gave Dad a shock.
You mean you don't want any Christmas money?
That's right, Dad, not a single red cent. I don't have a girl to give a present to, and I'm spending my whole vacation with Randy Macon.
Randy Macon. Is that the Macons of Macon Falls?
Yes, old Dad, we go first class.
Yeah, you meet some pretty fancy guys up
Nothing
there at
too
college.
good for the son of Herbert T. Gillis.
That's right. Well, you certainly won't need dough up there. Those people got money they haven't even counted yet.
Those old
the
big
estate,
dollars.
the mill, the foundry, the whole town.
No coach flight, strictly extra
What's the
fare.
matter? Something wrong with your arm?
Dad, that's the way we were in the college.
Oh. Well, don't you think you ought to have a couple of bucks in your pocket anyway?
What for, Dad? They won't let me spend a dime.
Oh, you're a good boy, Davy, and a comfort to your old man.
Maybe I ought to have a little something to tip the servants.
Sure. How about $3, $4?
50.
Yeah, you gotta tip the... 50?
Yeah, the butler, the chauffeur, the upstairs man.
$50?
Dad, you don't want people saying the son of Herbert T. Gillis is chintzy.
Let him say $50 for tips.
Yeah, like I said, the butler, the chauffeur...
I know, the attic maid, the cellar maid, the doorman, the stable boy. You sure they don't have their own private chimney sweep?
Funny, Dad.
Not $50 funny.
Oh, Dad, I know you. You're nothing but a generous, warm-hearted, affectionate old softy.
Yeah, and I've heard that, too. Okay. Here, from your generous, warm-hearted, affectionate, old softy, soft-headed dad.
Thank you, Dad.
Incidentally, if that butler gets out of line, give me a call. For tips like that, I'll buttle all over the joint.
You kill me.
I could always swear he asked me to.
Well, that was the family's contribution to Dad's Merry, Merry Christmas. That's not all. His loyal, regular customers pitched in and helped, too. You want some customers? You want old Mrs. Muller, the Christmas wrapping paper thief? Or Mrs. Nichols, the fruit pincher? Mrs. Sedlitz, the candy taster? Or maybe Mrs. Dowell, who sends her kid with a list and the money. Always 10 cents short and has yet to pay up. Or Mrs. Kenny?
That's it. That's it exactly.
I'm sorry it took so long, Mrs. Kenny, but the wholesaler didn't have anything like it in stock, and I had to have it made special.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Gillis. You know, Charles will be so pleased.
Your little boy?
No, my husband.
Your husband. Oh, he's going to give it to the kids, huh?
This is for Charles. You see, I got him one 32 years ago for our first married Christmas. And this will be such a nice surprise. Oh, I think it was so sweet of you to go to all that trouble.
Oh, glad to do it. Man, here it is.
No. I can't hide a thing around that house at Christmas time.
That's right. Kids will snoop out anything.
No, Charles.
Your husband?
You know what I always say? I always say that a man is just a fat, bald boy. So you keep the cane and deliver it on Christmas Eve. But you better make it after 11 o'clock.
After 11 o'clock at night on Christmas Eve?
Charles always stays up for the late news.
All right, Mrs. Kenny, and I'll just put the $3 on your bill.
$3?
Well, that's what it cost me.
$3? Why, I didn't pay more than a dollar and a half for the other one.
But that was 30 years ago.
32.
Honest, I'm not making a penny.
I certainly wouldn't pay $3 for a silly thing like that.
Well, they won't take it back.
Well, it's going to spoil my entire Christmas. No, you wouldn't want to do that.
What am I going to do with it?
Sell it.
To who?
Anybody would want a nice thing like that for a dollar and a half.
No, Mrs. Kenny, it's yours for free and a Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. Free. and you'll deliver it, of course.
After 11 o'clock, Christmas Eve. It'll be a pleasure.
You know, I think the wrapping could be nicer.
Well, that's people. Sometimes it makes me wonder if I really want to grow up and be one. Dad says a small business isn't called small because of the amount of business you do, but because of the people you do it with.
Thank you, and call again. And honest, that scale was checked just yesterday morning.
Like hi. Like Merry Christmas?
Like Merry Christmas, and what do you want, Maynard?
This is my dad's Christmas present, and I want to hide it here so he won't find it.
Hide it? From the way it smells, you ought to bury it.
I got it at the Army Surplus store. My dad likes something fishing up at the lake, and I got a good buy.
What is it?
It's one of those self-inflating rubber life rafts. You know, when a plane like went down at sea, they threw this out, pulled the cord, and... Oh, my dad will love it. $4.95. Will you hide it for me? Like, please?
I better hide it, or the health department will be after me.
Thanks. Oh, I gotta warn you about one thing.
Help! Maynard, Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, you'd think that'd be enough to flip anybody. But Dad bore up, bravely, finally. At least until Mrs. Lapping.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Lapping. I'll be with you in a minute. I got a rush order to get out here. I promised to fill it right away.
Well, it seems the customer who's here should get the consideration of one who asked you to deliver.
All right, Mrs. Lapping, is there something I can get you right away? What is it?
It's my cousin Pearl.
Huh?
My cousin Pearl. You should know her. She visited me once in 45.
Oh, yeah, it's very nice. What is it you want?
Pearl's sick.
Oh, well, how about some soup? Soup would be nice.
No, she isn't sick there. It's been back here and around in there. She's doctoring, but don't seem to do her any good. The doctor says it's neurology, but I know better.
Yeah. Well, maybe I could be filling this order while you tell me all about it, huh?
Well, you'd better put this turkey in the freezer. It might spoil. I thought it.
Turkey?
Mm-hmm. I bought it here.
Yeah, last June when I had a special price on them. What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with Pearl?
It's back?
I knew you weren't listening. Pearl has this back condition, And she wants to go with Adam and drive up to Sellersville and pick up my sister, Opal. She's married to a Dumfries.
I know, Mrs. Lapping, but...
Adam's Pearl's brother. He never married, and she never married either.
I see.
And that's what's wrong with her back.
I know.
She's always waiting on that man hand and foot. He's so lazy, why, he wouldn't turn his hand a mite.
I know, Mrs. Lapping, but...
And that's why I'm returning the turkey.
And that's what I don't understand.
Won't listen, will you? Because of Pearl's back condition, they are not coming to my house for Christmas dinner. We are going there.
But you can't refreeze a turkey.
I know that. That's why I'm returning it.
But I can't refreeze it either.
I bought it here.
I know you did, and you paid for it, and it is yours.
I just returned it.
What am I going to do with it?
It's your turkey.
No, it's not.
Well, you can sell it to somebody.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. If you were more cooperative, people would come in and you cook.
What I mean is that everybody already has their turkey.
Is that my fault?
Is Cousin Pearl's back my fault?
It's Adam's fault. I told you before that. You just won't listen, will you? I bought it here.
All right, Mrs. Lapping, all right.
You know you can sell it easy.
Maybe.
You've known that all along.
18 3/4, and the price last June was 49 cents a pound.
Here it is, all figured up.
Yeah. Hey, just a minute. You got this figured at 69 cents a pound.
That's what it is.
That's what they are now, but they were 49 in June.
I can take you outside and show you a sign in your window that says turkey 69 cents a pound.
That is what they are now.
Well, now is when I'm returning it.
But you can't expect me to give you more than you paid.
I bought it here.
For 49 cents a pound, and you can't expect me to give you 69.
Well, I've been keeping it in my refrigerator all the time.
I know, Mrs. Lapping.
And with all that electricity.
Yes, Mrs. Lapping.
And you'll sell it for 69. Wanting to give me 49, while you're selling it for 69, making 2 profits.
2 profits?
And at Christmas time, too.
What?
This is the time of the year when everyone should be their kindness. Deck the halls with flowers. They're giving me my money. La, 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
Christmas cards. Baton-twirling daughter-in-laws. Life rafts. $50 for tips for the servants. Gift wrap salami. And last year's turkeys. Merry Christmas!
No.
Gillis, I don't care what they put in the papers. I'm tired of babying you around. If you had kept your mouth shut in court yesterday, the charges against you would have been dropped. But no, you had to be a loudmouth. Well, the judge was right when he sentenced you for contempt.
Thank you.
And now you're being stubborn. You're going to stay here in this jail till Christmas is over. Well, I'm glad. You don't deserve to be out with decent people on Christmas.
My sentiments exactly. And I've got better things to do at 11 o'clock Christmas Eve. Good night, sir.
Hey, I didn't want you all coming down to a place like this.
We brought you Christmas dinner, Dad.
Yeah, and a tree.
Naturally, we're all going to spend Christmas together, no matter where.
Yeah.
Well, you were supposed to go to a dance tonight. Shouldn't you be up and making falls?
They gave all that up to help me in the store.
Help you in the store?
Yes.
Let's go. Hey, Merry Christmas, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Christmas carols. Shall we invite them in for coffee?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Sing an ancient Christmas carol. Fa la 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 la.
We're all together. So it's going to be a Merry Christmas after all. And the same to you.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
I've got a girl named Thalia Mininger and a father named Herbert Gillis. A money-mad girl and a money-mad father. She gets mad when I don't have any, and he gets mad when I ask for any. The only solution is to go to work. But that's no solution. Now I don't have anything against work, mind you. I just figure, why deprive somebody who really loves it? But somehow or another, I've got to get some money because next week is the junior prom, which is only the most important event of our high school career is all. But how can I get Thalia to go with me? Maybe if I kind of took her by surprise, swept her off her feet. You know. Thalia, I just had a great idea. Guess what?
No.
You won't guess?
No, I won't go to the junior prom with you.
Very well, Thalia. The answer is no. Just say so.
I just did.
I mean, all you have to do is say no, and I'll drop the subject. Just a plain, simple, honest, straightforward no. That's the way you feel, and I won't say another word about it.
No!
I beg, Thalia, just come right out with it. You can be frank with me. I love you.
Look, don't bring me posies when it's shoesies that I need.
Thalia. Huh? What's that mean?
Love doesn't butter any parsnips.
Oh. What's that mean?
It means that it's very nice that you love me, and I'm very appreciative, but do you have the money to take me to the junior prom?
Well, yeah, sure, of course, practically.
I know you, Dobie. I want facts, no shilly-shallying.
Thalia, my heart, my love, I'm sure I can get the money.
Oh, sure, you were sure last year when we went to the sophomore prom, and we didn't even get there.
We did, too, get there.
Not inside. Now, look, I am not dancing on the sidewalks this year. I'm going inside, which means tickets, which means money. And where is it all coming from? Would you like me to go outside and earn it?
Of course I wouldn't like it. I'd hate it. What'd you have in mind?
You would like it. You'd like it fine.
I wouldn't.
Yes.
It's just that, well, maybe I'm strong enough to rise above my natural feelings.
Oh, you are absolutely, definitely psychotic.
Yeah, and you're psychotic about money.
Oh, I am not. I keep telling you that I don't care about money. It's my family. My father
is 60 years old and has a kidney condition.
My mother
isn't getting any
No,
help.
she isn't. My sister's
married a
just
loafer who
married
lives at home and eats his own
And
weight
my
every day.
brother's doing
Shows
it.
every sign of becoming a public shark. I know. Tell me this. Have you already got a date for the junior prom?
Well, no.
Getting kind of late, isn't it?
Is it?
Where are you going to get a date this late?
Would you care to take me to the junior prom?
Whoa, yeah, okay. What do you mean? I was here first. You met me, huh, Thalia, huh? I'll break my date to take you. That's more than these guys are
All
offering.
it's like to Macon Falls and borrow my uncle's convertible.
I'll saw the top off my dad's sedan. And me, huh, Thalia, me, huh?
Well, I'll let you know. Bye.
All right, Thalia, okay. You proved your point. You can go to the prom with any fella you want. So why are you picking on me? I'll tell you why, Thalia Menninger. Because deep down in that greedy, grubby little heart of yours, you've got a soft spot for me.
Oh, I guess so, but I'm trying to kick it.
Yeah, and you're making it, too.
All right. A 2-day option I'll give you.
A 2-day whattion?
I'll give you 2 days to get the money if you don't show it to me in that time, in cash. No box tops, no bottles for refunds, but cold, hard cash. I'll give you the day.
Oh, boy, Thalia, thank you. How much cold, hard cash?
Well, it's $3 for the tickets.
Yeah.
$3 for extras.
$3 for extras?
Well, I have to have a corsage.
Oh, of course, my lamb.
Delivered.
Delivered? Oh, I'd rather place it in your lovely hands myself, my love.
Oh, no, delivered.
Now, why is that so important?
Because I know you, and otherwise you'll go to the florist at closing time and cry him out of some withered old leftover.
I wouldn't.
2 years ago, you tore the tops off some carrots, and you tried to give them to me.
One corsage. Delivered.
2 days. $6. Cold, hard cash.
I don't know how cold they'll be, but they're sure gonna be hard.
A fine success, and you shouldn't be here in the store working. You should be home working. Oh, anyway, Dobie should be doing this.
Now, dear, he'll be here any minute now. He's probably getting a book at the library.
Library? The only book he wants to get his hands on is my bank book.
Dobie's not lazy. Why, I bet he's no different than you were at his age. Handsome, full of dreams, and today you're a success, in my eyes.
What are you thinking about?
You're low on frozen soups.
Hey, that reminds me of an item I think would sell real good. Of course, Dobie will have to help me, see? Now, he just lays down here in the freezer. There's a great demand for frozen bum.
Dobie Gillis, if you don't stop talking that way about your own...
I'm sorry. Dobie's all right, I guess. It's just that I... Don't cry, please, Winnie.
Well, maybe if you'd be nicer to him and not snap and bark and growl and snarl.
I sound like a zoo.
Teenagers need love and understanding.
What about teenagers' fathers?
Oh, that lecture that I went to. You couldn't go that night. Your feet hurt. Well, it was all about the father-son relationship. You see, a child is ambivalent.
What does that mean? Lazy?
Herbert! It means... Well, I don't know exactly. But the man said that it was very important, and it's up to the father to overcome it.
Oh,
Please, Herbert.
You're right, Winnie. I have been thinking about the store too much. I've been kind of blind. I guess I've had leftover vegetables in my eyes. Honest, I'll try.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Do you feel a little numb? It's this freezer, and I got thin pants on, too. Hey, what do you say I get Jack Larson to come in and take over the store for a week, and you and I go away on a second honeymoon? How's about it, cuticle?
Don't look at me like that.
Like what? Like what?
Like a beautiful tiger.
I got him, lady. I got him. Call the manager. Let go of me. I'm the manager.
She must be nuts making passes at the customer.
He's my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go right ahead. Hey, where are you from? Universal Imports. I'm new on the route, so I ain't up on all the patients in the sanitarium.
Funny. Oh, Polish imported hams. It's about time. They were due a month ago.
They're scarce. A lot of the pigs ain't trying. Thanks, Casanova. His own wife. What'll they think of next?
Hello, dear.
Sorry I'm late, Mom. Is Dad sore?
Oh, of course not. He realizes it must have been important business. What's her name?
Thalia. Oh, she's the end, Mom.
Fine. Your father's in the back.
Mom, How can I get $6 fast?
Fast?
The junior prom. If I could take Thalia, I'd be set with her for life.
$6? Maybe your father...
Oh, no, he'd kill me if I asked him. I just asked Thalia.
For $6?
Oh, no, to go with me to the prom. She said it'd be unfair for her to say yes until I could show her I had the money.
Why does she have to see the money?
Well, because if she says yes to me and I wash out, she's stranded.
Oh, she sounds very practical.
Oh, she is. She even made suggestions how I could earn some money. Babysit for her aunt, wash her uncle's car, and she's giving me a week's option before she definitely decides to go with someone else. Boy, she's full of faith. I never owned $6.
Maybe your father will help you.
Surely you jest.
Wait here. Here? Dobie's here.
I'll go like the cash register.
Remember your promise. Love, understanding, companionship. Please?
Okay, Winnie, I'll do my best. How are you, son?
Well, I'm okay.
No, I mean, how are you? You got any problems? Anything I can do?
Well, I do have one problem. Money.
Money? Money's no problem where there's love. How much do you need? $1? $1.25?
No, sir. 6.
6? I love you too much to spoil you rotten, son. Would you work for it?
Oh, sure, Dad, but I wouldn't feel right making my father pay.
Why not? If I hire a strange boy, I have to pay him. You're hired. 75 cents an hour.
Strange boy gets $1 an hour.
Like I said, he's a strange boy. Just a joke.
75 is fine.
$1 and that's final.
Oh, gee, thanks, Dad. Really, now I won't have to babysit. If there's one thing I hate, it's to burp babies. Gosh, in 6 hours, Thalia's all mine.
I'm proud of my 2 boys.
You know me, Winnie. I growl a lot, but you know that old saying.
An empty kettle makes the most noise?
No, it's something about a bark and a bite. Okay, son, I got the shelf cleared for those hams. I got a good buy on them, and there's a big demand on them. There's $2 profit in every one.
Oh, not bad. Got the stamper set?
Yeah, they sell for $3.99. $3.99. Here, stamp every one of them and then put them on the shelf.
Right, Chief.
Answer that, Dobie.
Oh, right, Chief. Gillis's Market.
Hello, Dobie. This is Thalia.
Oh, hello, mon amour.
I've been suffering ever since the ice cream parlor.
Oh, something wrong with the soda?
No, I mistreated you. I was cruel.
Yes, you were, but it's an exquisite pain.
About the prom.
Yeah?
Now, I am prepared to make a definite commitment. I prefer not to dangle you. You may take me.
Oh, Thalia, that's great, and I'll never dangle you. And don't worry, I'm all set on the loot. And Thalia, I love you.
That's nice, Dobie.
Can I see you tomorrow?
Well, gee, I don't know. I was going out to my grandfather's house tomorrow.
Well, I'll pick you up there. Where is it?
Pick me up in what?
My father's truck. It's not bad if you just like transportation.
Okay.
What's the address?
It's out the freeway to Grebelville, 110 Winnipesaukee Avenue. Got it?
I better write it down, dearest. Oh, hold on. What was it again?
110. Jeepers, what are you thinking of?
I dare not say. This phone may be tapped. 110. Uh-huh. 110, right?
Check. Now pick me up tomorrow, say 4:30-ish.
Until then, Thalia.
Goodbye.
Yeah, arrivederci, meine Bublitsky.
Yeah.
What did we ever do to deserve such a son?
We got married.
those imported hams?
Yes, Thalia.
Why, they're cheap.
After you deliver that, son, why don't you lie down? I won't talk you for taking a little break.
Ah, gee. Oh, excuse me.
How do, Dr. Clicker?
Dr. Clicker, how's the psychoanalysis business?
Traumatic.
What? Huh? Oh, how are you, Mrs. Morris?
Oh, fine, Mr. Gillis. Busy as a bee.
Yeah, raising a big family, 35.
And being married to a district attorney, so much entertainment.
He's a very good one, too.
The newspapers are
27.
calling him hard as nails, Morris.
That's what we need. 110. 110. 110. Oh.
He's starting a campaign to protect the housewife
Mrs. Morris,
against dishonest merchants.
why don't you just take one of these? Try it.
Oh, I know the brand, Mr. Gillis. It's delicious. But $1.10, why, it's usually over $3.
$3.99.
How do you do it?
Volume.
Well, you deliver all this, if you will, please, and put it on my bill.
Come again.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Gillis, that nice-looking young boy back there called me Thalia. Is that your son?
He used to be. Where is he? Where is he?
Dr. Clicker's back there.
I gotta kill that boy.
Now, Herbert.
$3.99, I said. $3.99, and I had to sell him for $1.10. He's just stamped me into bankruptcy. Wait till I get my hands on him.
Don't you dare touch him. He's my son, too.
I'll only kill my half.
All right. So he made a little mistake. All these years you've been picking on him. Now suddenly today you're nice. He's confused.
And that DA, he ought to be arrested.
Yelling at Dobie isn't going to help. Remember, he's ambivalent.
He's an ambivalent bum.
Herbert, this is serious. The happiness, the future of your son is at stake. Don't you think you ought to get some professional advice?
Like what?
Like Dr. Clicker. After all, he's a psychiatrist, and he understands the problems of children.
Do you mean you think that... No.
It's worth a try. The happiness of this whole family depends upon your understanding your own child. Make an appointment. Go to his office.
His office? Those guys charge a fortune. Why go to his office when I can get it here for free? Anything I can do to help, Doctor?
No, thanks. I'm doing fine, thank you.
Nice day, isn't it?
You've got us adjusted to it.
Here, when he checked these things out. I guess that's kind of interesting work you do, huh, Doctor?
Well, I enjoy it.
Say, I heard of a case recently. A Lulu. Now, I don't know the people personally, you understand, but a 17-year-old boy.
Uh-huh.
He's driving his father nuts.
Disturbing the father. In what way?
Every way. What's the cure?
Impossible to tell without a great many more facts. Many possibilities. The psyche is a mysterious, uncharted wilderness, full of drives, fears, frustrations.
Personally, I think the kid hates his father, else why would he try to destroy him?
Oh, he may think he hates his father. Resentment of his father's more important place in the adult world. Jealousy of the father-mother relationship. Not unusual.
So, what's the cure?
Well, who knows? Occasionally, if a child voices hatred, actually admits it without shame, it often helps, removes guilt from the boy.
Do you mean to say if I get Dobie to admit, that is, if this father gets this kid to admit that he hates him, that'll solve everything?
Quite possibly. At least it's worth a try.
But how are you going to get a kid to admit he hates his father, especially when the kid's a coward?
That is the goal of psychotherapy. Keeping the boy on the couch until he admits it.
Thanks, Doc.
That'll be $20.75, Doc.
Here's the 75 cents. That makes us even.
Huh?
My fee for professional consultation is $20.
Professional consult? We were just gabbing.
That's my business, gabbing. You sell groceries, I sell 30 years of research. Goodbye.
You and your ideas.
Evening, Hitch. Pretty quiet out there. Yeah. Too quiet. Get the women and kids behind those wagons!
Hiya, pal.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Son, there's something I'd like to take up with you.
Sure.
Well, you see, it's like this. I lay down on the couch.
Huh?
Lay down there.
Well, I'm not tired, Dad.
Well, I am, so humor me, huh? Now get over and lay down on the couch like I told you. I'm supposed to sit here. Son, do you trust me?
Oh, sure, Dad.
Am I your friend?
And how?
Well, if I am your friend, you want to make me happy, right?
Believe me, Dad, I'd do anything to make you happy. What would you like me to do?
Tell me you hate me.
Huh?
Just say that you hate me.
But I don't hate you. I love you.
No, you don't. You hate me. Now say it.
It's not true. I love you.
Look, son, I'm just trying to help you. Now, you know you hate me. Admit it.
But I don't. Dad.
Tell you what. You say that you hate me, and I'll give you the $6 to take that girl to the prom.
You will?
There it is, right here. Cash on the barrelhead. Now, do you hate me?
No, I can't do it, Dad.
Oh, what kind of a kid are you anyway? Can't you do one little thing for your own father?
I can't help it, Dad. I love you.
Ingrate.
Let me up, will you?
No. Now you just think you love me because I'm a great guy. You're confused. Now you say that you hate me, or we're through. Finished.
Okay, Dad, I hate you.
Honest? You swear?
I hate you. I swear.
Now you're talking.
Now can I go?
Oh, sure, son. And thanks, son. He hates me. He hates me. He hates me? He hates me.
Oh, hi, Dad. Good old Dad. Dad?
Now, never mind the good old dad stuff. Let's keep it honest. You hate me. What's the use of kidding?
Dad, I keep telling you.
Forget it. It's clean, it's honest, it's open. You hate me, that's all.
Here's a little something for you, Dad.
What, a bomb?
Open it.
What's this for? It's not Father's Day. It ain't my birthday.
I just happened to see it downtown, and I thought it'd look nice with your blue suit.
All right, the truth. What did you do? Wreck the car, flunk out of school, what?
Nothing, Dad. I just felt like buying you a tie.
Where'd you get the money? Out of the cash register, huh? How much did you take? 10, 20, 50? Out with it.
Oh, what's the use?
Oh, I'm wise to your tricks, mister. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to put one over on Herbert T. Gillis.
Mr. Gillis,
Oh, hello, Thalia.
why don't you look at the big picture?
What big picture?
I just can't understand why you didn't give Dobie $6 to take me to the junior prom.
But I did give him $6.
No, you didn't, or else why would he break his date with me? Well, he loves me more than life itself, as indeed he should. Look at the big picture.
The big picture.
What's the future of a boy like Dobie? On his own, I mean.
Black.
Exactly. But if he had a girl like me with expensive taste, why then he'd have to make a success, wouldn't he?
Well...
You show me a financial tycoon, and I'll show you right behind him a girl like Thalia Menninger.
But...
Girls like me, we are the movers and the shakers. Why, we take men and we open up their vistas. We broaden their horizons.
Now, Miss...
We just do everything. We make things happen. Dobie is the clay, and I am the sculptor.
I'm not sure I understand you. In fact, I know I don't.
I know you don't, too. $6 measly standing between your son and this face and these hands. Oh! Oh, penny wise and pound foolish. Oh, misguided man.
But I tell you, I did give him this $6. I'm gonna kill that kid. I'll strangle him with his own necktie. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Winnie! Winnie! He loves me! Dobie loves me!
Oh, you look so beautiful.
Oh, thank Thank you. You look very nice, too. I love that tie.
It's my father's. He let me wear it.
It's very nice.
Here's your corsage.
Oh, I've already got one.
From who?
Your father sent it to me.
Oh. You know, he's not such a bad guy. For a father, I mean. Come, madame. Your carriage awaits.
Dobie, once a gal was dreamy. Dobie, once a gal was creamy. Dobie, once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
I'm Mr. Gillis' son, Dobie, and I want to go on record as saying Mr. Gillis is a nice man, as fathers go. The thing is, fathers can be very unreasonable. For instance, I'd like to take Thalia Menninger out for moonlight rides. He says I'm too young to have a car. I say, if you're old enough to park, you're old enough to have a car. Fathers. Where do they pick up these ideas? Must be the other parents they run around with. And this latest thing he's come up with. Here I'm trying to impress Thalia Menninger, and he wants us to take in a boarder. A boarder. I tried to reason with him. I said, Dad, what about our social position?
Social position? Well, it could be that the Grocers Junior League will ask me to turn in my apron, but we'll just have to chin up and muddle through.
No, Herbert.
When I was growing up, we had a boarder, and it didn't affect our social position.
Yeah, but you're talking about the olden days.
Yes, I'm talking about the olden days when thrift was considered respectable and earning an honest dollar was in style, and when sons worked in their father's grocery stores after school.
Herbert, you promised.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say work? Forgive me. It just slipped out. Listen, you've got a brother Davy, remember? And he's away at college, and his room is empty, and there's a bed in it. And it just doesn't make sense to me not to rent it and get that little extra income.
Dobie, I think your father's right.
Oh, but if Thalia ever found
Well, it
out...
shouldn't come as a shock to Thalia that we're not rich. Or have you convinced her that I just got bored with my polo ponies and am running the store as a hobby? The front sign is up, and it stays up.
Up? Up where?
Right there in the front window.
In the window where everybody can see it?
Just keep it up, boy, and there'll be 2 rooms for rent.
Hi, Dobie.
Hi, Thalia. Yeah, just thought I'd rest. A little tired.
Oh, did you rent the room yet?
Huh?
Did you rent the room?
How'd you know?
I saw the sign, silly. I walked past it a little while ago.
Oh, well, let me explain.
I think
You
it's
see,
a wonderful
when
idea.
You do?
I really do. It doesn't make any sense to let Davy's room go to waste when you
Yeah.
could get a little extra money every month.
Yeah, that's why I talked my father into it. Believe me, it wasn't easy.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're finally getting aggressive.
Uh-huh.
Money is
Oh,
very
yes,
important.
yes, I know. Uh-huh.
And this idea might mean a bigger allowance.
Yeah, that's the way I figured it.
Uh-huh.
Then will you be my steady girl?
I'll consider it.
Yeah, well, keep in mind that this is only one of my ideas, you know. I've got a lot of schemes to get money. We might even be able to get married.
Oh, you'd have to be able to afford a car.
Well, naturally.
I couldn't think of marrying a man without a car.
But where would you hang the just married sign?
Boy, are you kooky. Well, I better go now.
Excuse me, are you interested in the room?
See.
Oh, well, come on, I'll show it to you. It's in our home upstairs. This is my father's store.
Oh, well, the location will be perfect. I will be going to Central High School.
Oh? I go to Central. My name's Dobie Gillis.
Charmed. I'm Carlos Romero.
Come on.
Take your grubby little hands off the sign. We're renting that room.
We already did. Dad, meet our new boarder, Carlos Romero. Carlos, this is my father.
I'm much honored, senor. I was looking at the sign, and your son took me up and showed me the room. I find it mucho satisfactory.
Oh, well, fine. We're asking $10 a week.
$10? That's most reasonable.
Say, by the way, are you going to be, if you and your mother will pardon the expression, working around here?
No, senor. I will be going to Central High School. Your son tells me he studies there, too.
Well, he goes there.
Oh, Mother, I'd like you to meet our new boarder, Carlos Romero. Carlos, this is my mother.
I much pleasure, senora.
How do you do?
It is difficult to believe that one so young could have a son Dobie's age.
My, how sweet.
I'd like to pay my rent in advance.
Oh, he couldn't think of taking any money.
You know, Carlos is from Buenos Aires, and his father's a general.
A general?
Generalissimo Sebastian Romero.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's here as a military observer for those maneuvers they're having out at the Army base.
Well, it's an honor to have you staying with us.
The honor is mine. I was planning to stay at a hotel, but then I thought my first visit to this country, what better way to learn about America than to live with an American family?
And he picked us.
We were the ones with the for rent sign.
If it is all right, may I get my bags and move in this afternoon to noon?
Of course.
Yeah, I'll help you. And we can drop by the malt shop and meet some of the gang.
Thank you, I would like to. Hasta la vista, and I'm sure my stay will be pleasant.
See you later. I'd like you to meet Carlos Romero.
Crazy, man. Flip 5.
Carlos is going to room at our house.
Oh, solid, Daddy-o. And ain't cat that shacks with Dobie's like way up there'sville.
This is his first visit to America.
Groovy. What country you from?
Argentina. What country are you from?
We're not even sure what planet. You want a soda?
All right.
Hey, he's new. Where's he been hiding? Boy, if he's on the menu, that's for me.
Hi, Dobie.
Oh, hi, Thalia. I'd like you to meet our new boarder, Carlos Romero. This is Thalia Menninger, Pamela Knight, Mary Ann Hathaway.
Hi.
Charmed. Delighted. Pleasure.
Hey, dig this cat. He thinks they like popsicles.
The kissing of a lovely senorita's hand is the custom where I come from, Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires? Why, our class just did a report on Argentina. Yes, it was discovered by Juan Diaz de Solis. It has a democratic form of government, and voting is compulsory. Its chief exports are meat and cattle.
The monetary unit of Argentina is the peso. 5.56 pesos is equivalent to $1.
I hear it's a beautiful country.
See, a most beautiful country. The green valleys, the picturesque mountain trails of the Misiones
The
Range.
Misiones Range is also noted for its vast deposits of silver and gold.
Buenos Aires is unsurpassed in its architectural beauty.
It is true. The historic cathedrals, the classic elegance of the Quilon Theater, the majestic Plaza del Congreso.
Oh, not to mention the breathtaking beauty of Argentina's first national bank. Have you ever visited the bank?
See, many times. My father, the Generalissimo, is one of its directors.
A bank director? General? Oh, how nice.
Carlos, we'd better go get your luggage.
About a little bit.
We have not even had our soda.
I don't think it's a good idea carrying bags on a full stomach.
Adios, senor. This has been mucho charming.
A substitution. Maynard now kissing for Carlos.
Come floor, polish the lamps, change the slip covers, and wash the woodwork.
Good.
You can call the society editor down, tell him to come over and take the pictures.
Oh, now, Herbert, remember, he's a general's son, and you can imagine what he's been used to.
Well, this is just a suggestion, but we could take out the bathtub and put in a waterfall.
That must be Carlos now. Here, I'll put these away. And will you answer the door?
Yeah, I'll tell him it's the maid's day off.
Simpson Rug Company.
You made a mistake. We didn't order any rug.
Look, will you sign here, please?
I ordered it. It's for Carlos' room.
Thank you, lady.
It's a fine thing. You get me to mop the floor and then buy a rug to hide it. How much did it cost?
$48.
It goes back.
You know perfectly well that we've been talking about buying a rug for Davy's room.
But Davy's away at college.
Yes, but his room is still here. Oh, that must be them.
$48.
Hello, Dobie.
Hi, Mom.
And Carlos, welcome to your new home.
Gracias.
I'll help you put your things away.
That is most kind of you.
Hi, Carlos.
Herbert, will you get that, please?
$48.
Green and Blackstone's.
Wait! You got the wrong address.
Herbert Gillis?
We moved.
Those must be the new drapes.
New drapes. Listen, Winnie, you can't... Now, listen,
Don't you love the color? It's a very pretty green.
Winifred, how much did you pay for him?
I got them on sale.
How much?
I charged them
How much, Winnie?
$18
Oh.
a month.
What?
$18 a month for only 6 months. You won't even feel it.
I'm numb already.
Herbert, there's no reason to carry on like you say. With this new boarder, we have extra income every week.
I'm beginning to think I can't afford this extra income. They're going right back to bolt that door.
Hi, how are you? Hello, Mr. Gillis. Anything wrong? You look kind of green.
I'm trying to blend in with the new drapes.
Well, I hope you're better soon.
Thank you.
Oh, I certainly envy you, Mrs. Gillis, having Carlos living here.
He is charming, isn't
Oh, so polite, so gallant.
You never knew Rudolph Valentino, did you, dear?
No.
Rudolph and Carlos, they're the same type.
Why aren't American men like that?
Oh! Dobie? Dad's here to see you.
Oh, hi, Thalia.
Hi, Dobie. Buenos dias, Carlos.
A pleasure seeing you again, Thalia.
Yeah, sure, a big surprise having you drop in on me like this, Thalia.
It's always nice to see you.
Uh-huh.
Dobie. Oh, there was something I wanted to ask
excuse me.
you.
Oh?
Oh, Carlos. Oh, what have you got there?
Oh, some pictures I was showing Dobie there
Yeah,
of my father.
what was it you wanted to ask me,
General
Thalia?
Listener? Oh, I'd love to see them there.
Thalia, what was it you wanted to ask me?
My, is he handsome. You look just like him. Same features, a chin, a nose, and eyes.
I have my father's eyes, and he has 20/20 vision.
Here is one of my father in his uniform.
Oh, look at all those medals. Are they real gold?
See.
Would you like to see a picture of my father in his uniform? He's a moose.
Oh, I sure would like to meet the Generalissimo.
Thalia?
Oh, hi, Dobie.
Hi. What was it you wanted to ask me?
What?
Ask me, you came here.
Oh, yes, about tonight.
Yeah.
Would you like it if we went out?
Oh, I sure
We
would.
could make it a foursome and show Carlos
Yeah,
around
say, that's a
town
good
a little
idea.
bit.
Say, I wonder who we ought to get. Pamela, Marianne?
Well, you can bring anyone you like. I'm sure it'll be all right with us.
You shouldn't take this like sitting down, Doe.
Don't worry, I won't.
Then get yourself a chick for a foursome, and you need to keep your eye on him.
You think I'd bring another girl when he's got my girl? There's such a thing as my pride. Besides, I called 5 girls, and they all said they were busy.
Bet they wouldn't be busy if you were that Carlos character.
Yeah, they sure flip for him.
Yeah, it's that smooching bit. I guess if you want a girl eating out of your hand, you gotta, nibble on hers,
Yeah, Latin American Casanova.
Hey, maybe when he comes back to take a siesta, we can, work him over and ugly him up.
Man, we gotta think of some way to break this thing up with Thalia. Now think and try to concentrate.
Yeah, concentrate.
There must be some way to cross up this Carlos. He's got to have some weakness.
Yeah, well, I know one weakness. He ain't hip to the King's English. Asking me what country I come from.
Well, it's his first time in America. Wait a minute. English. He doesn't know the language too well, and tonight he'll be going out on his first date with an American girl. Maynard, I think it's only fitting and proper that we help him.
Help him?
Yeah. Let me write these words down so I don't forget them.
Good idea, Carlos.
It's so nice of you to help me this way.
Well, after all, it's your first time out with an American girl, and you don't know a lot of the expressions we use.
Yeah, like these little pet names we've been giving you.
Yeah, things a girl likes to hear from a fella.
Yeah. Oh, we almost forgot a real tender one. Creep.
Creep? Creep, yeah. That's one that really gets him right here.
K-R-E-E-P.
Creep. Yo, and here's a good one, Carlos. Tubby. Tubby.
Hey, Dobie, remember how that girl went for you when you're in the canoe out in the moonlight and you called her Jughead?
Jughead?
Jughead, yeah. You know, wine comes in a jug.
Yeah, like rare wine. And when you say that to a girl, it means...
It means, that to you, she's intoxicating.
Jughead.
And if you say, you're strictly for the birds.
Oh, that's like a real compliment.
Yeah.
Strictly for the birds.
Well, yeah, you know, birds, love birds, like billing and cooing.
I'd better get ready now.
Yo, wait, and this is very important, Carlos. A fella never offers to pay a check for a girl. She has to pay her own share.
Oh, that is very strange.
Well, yeah, if you pay for a girl, what are people going to think? Carlos, you know.
It isn't cricket.
Oh, well, I have to meet Day at the mall shop. But with all this help you have given me, like you say, I should flip her.
And there's a wonderful movie at the Bijou, The Monster That Devoured Cleveland. We could see that, and then we could, you've never seen our park. I could take you to that, and then we could come back here for a soda, and there are just lots of things to... Carlos, why are you staring at me like that?
Tell me, has anybody ever called you Jughead?
Jughead!
Forgive me, Tubby. It just slipped out.
Tubby!
We Latin Americans, it is our way. When we feel something, we come right out and say it.
That'll be 20 cents, please.
Here's my 10 cents.
Here's my 10 cents.
See ya?
Well, if you're ready, creep, shall we leave?
Jughead. Tubby.
I should not call you like that.
Oh, with that cute accent of yours, you could call me anything. Just as long as you keep calling. But about that check, Carlos, that wasn't very nice.
Not very nice?
No, I'm showing you around. You're my guest. You should have let me pay the whole thing.
You're a real slob. Let us go. I have a feeling this will be a very crummy evening.
How about that? She liked it. What are we gonna do now?
I don't know. How can you fight a guy with an accent like that? He comes here from South America and takes over. He could have any girl he wants. If I were in his country, things would be different. I'd be the one with the accent. If my father was a general and was rich, things would be the other way around.
He's new around here. See, he looks like Americano muchacho. Oh, what a muchacho. Cha-cha-cha.
Buenas noches, senoritas.
Buenas noches, Carlos.
I would like you to meet my new boarder, Dobie Gillis. Dobie, this is Marianita, Pamelita, and Celiaida.
Oh, gracias.
custom where I come from. I'm from the United States.
Oh.
Olé!
Yankee, don't go home.
Don't worry, I won't.
Oh, that kiss. It is like a kiss of fire. It sets my heart aflame.
Dig that loco Americano. He's like a walking hot tamale.
Oh, kiss me again.
Well, you'll have to make an appointment. Let's see now. I can see you for a kiss a week from now. Yeah, be here at 3 o'clock, all puckered up.
Oh, you have the cutest accent. He does not say kiss. He say kiss. Oh, say it again.
Kiss.
I don't mind if I do.
Dig this hot tamale. Now he's on the flip side.
Oh, my father. Hello, General Father.
Your father is Generalissimo? Oh, so handsome.
Harum.
Oh, you look just like him. You have his nose, his chin, his eyes.
And when he kicks off, I'll have his money.
Oh, you've got such a cute accent. You do not say money. You say money. Say it again.
Money.
Oh.
I'm glad you're back, Dobe. Been like out of this world.
Yeah, Maynard, I've been out of this world.
Oh. Did you see anybody I know?
Son, is this where you come to think things out when something bugs you?
Yeah, Dad.
Mind if I join you?
No, go right ahead.
$48 for a new rug, $108 for drapes. Now she wants to wallpaper his room. Says that new wallpaper will make the room look larger. Personally, it'd look a lot larger to me without him in it. As if this spending spree wasn't enough, now she's on an etiquette kick. Carlos gets up when she comes into a room. I gotta get up when she comes into a room. Carlos wears a coat and tie to dinner. I gotta wear a coat and tie to dinner. Everything's getting so fancy. Next thing, she'll want me to starch my apron. No doubt about it, son, our good neighbor from the south has got to go. South.
Well, there's nothing we can do, Dad, especially with the way Mom feels about him.
You're right. And this afternoon, he's bringing his father over. Once the Generalissimo starts kissing your mother's hand, you'll never get rid of Carlos, and I'll never get rid of the Generalissimo.
Gillis Dobie.
Ah, qué bonito.
Y ahora le enseño mi cuarto arriba y usted puede conocer a Mrs. Gillis.
Sí.
Le digo a usted cómo puede hacer una gran impresión sobre Mrs. Gillis. Las mujeres les gustan lo que llaman compliments. Si le dice a una señora, Dobie.
Dobie. Una buena palabra. Dobie.
Y aquí tenemos otra palabra, esa es una buena. Strictly for the birds.
Strictly for the birds. Una palabra musical. Strictly for the birds.
That must be Carlos with his father. Oh, I hope he approves of our home.
Father, may I present Mrs. Gillis?
I am very honored, Generalissimo.
And this is Dobie Gillis.
How do you do?
My father has an appointment and can only stay a minute, but I wanted him to meet you and to see where I'm living.
Oh, how nice.
So this is my son's lodgings. Strictly for the birds. Well, if you don't mind, creep, I'll go and see my son's room.
Did you hear what he called me?
Yeah, Mommy. Called you a creep.
Creep? And did you hear what he said about our house?
Yeah, he thinks it's strictly for the birds.
Well,
I've seen my son's room. Crummy. The whole house is crummy. And you are very crummy. Well, I must be going. Adios, jerk.
Adios.
Goodbye, blubber.
Blubber?
Jerk.
Jerk. Well, if that's the way he feels about our home and about us, then I don't want his son staying here anymore. And the sooner he gets his things out, the better.
You're right, Mom. I'll go tell Carlos, and I have a few things to say to his father, too.
Now, Dobie, don't lose your temper and hit him.
Hit him, I could kiss him. Yeah, and you should have seen Mom's face when he called her blubber.
What did you tell Carlos and his father?
Well, I just told him Davy was coming back from college and we needed the room. Yes, sir, I've really been using my head lately. And I think I deserve some kind of reward. Dad, I'd like to tell Thalia that you raised my allowance.
Well, you can tell Thalia that, son.
Aw, gee, thanks, Dad.
What do I care if you lie to her?
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde, is she tall, is she dark, is she small, is she any kind of dream or at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde, is she tall, is she dark, is she small, is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
Boy, I don't get it. There's one word that can make me the happiest. Thalia, which stands for Thalia Mininger, the most beautiful, desirable, lovely, intelligent girl in the whole world. Just one word, Thalia. And the sun shines and the birds sing, and I feel like laughing at just nothing at all. Thalia. You see? As I was saying, I don't get it. Because there's also one word that can make me the unhappiest. The same word. Thalia. The most hard-hearted, greedy, grasping, selfish, conniving girl in the world. I hear that word, Thalia, and if I weren't a man, I'd weep. But I am a man. I can't weep. All I can do is go home, throw myself in the bed, and beat the pillow until my fists are red. I love Thalia because she makes me so happy. I hate Thalia because she makes me so miserable. I'm the most happy, miserable man you ever saw.
Thalia, you don't mind if I put one of my posters here, do you?
Oh, you might as well. You've got them up every place else.
Yes, 500 of them. The money means nothing, you know.
The trouble with you, Milton, is that you have no confidence.
Thalia, I hate false modesty. How can I lose the election? I'm handsome, cultured, debonair, attractive, manly. There's nobody running against me.
Nobody?
Of course not. Who would be so foolish?
Well, why are you campaigning so hard, then? Why all these pictures?
Because, Thalia, I'm in politics seriously. I owe it to my class.
The junior class?
The ruling class. Let's not mince words. There's no use trying to conceal it, am a member of the aristocracy. This, my dear, is not all beer and skittles. We aristocrats have our responsibilities, too. We must forget our pleasures and enter into politics. Otherwise, the country will be run by slimy opportunists who only enter politics to enrich themselves.
So there's money in politics, huh?
And I'm going to go a long way, Thalia. This junior class presidency is a mere beginning. Finger exercise, so to speak. I'm going onward and upward.
You're going nowhere, Milton.
I beg your pardon.
You cannot win the election.
And why, pray not? I'm handsome, cultured, debonair.
You're attractive, manly. Exactly. That's my point. You're perfect.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. However, you may be right.
Yes, you're perfect. Too perfect. And people don't vote for perfect people.
Oh? And what kind of people do people vote for?
Well, they vote for people who act like people. I mean, the man that wins this election won't be perfect. He'll be kind of average and simple. Not too handsome, not too bright.
You sent for me, Thalia?
Dobie, darling Dobie.
Huh?
Milton, would you mind getting up so my friend Dobie can sit down?
Me?
I'm not sure that I understand. You mean you want me to get up
Yes,
so that
that's it. Goodbye.
to each his own?
Dobie.
Maybe I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but why are you so happy to see
Dobie,
me?
I have the most wonderful news for you.
Oh, you'll go steady with me.
Now,
Oh,
now,
Thalia,
pay close
Thalia.
attention. You, Dobie Gillis, are going to run for the president of the junior class.
Against him? Oh, you gotta be kidding.
I'm perfectly serious. You're going to run against Milton for the junior class presidency, and you're going to win.
Oh, no, I'm not making a fool out of myself. Nobody'd vote for
Now,
me.
stop arguing with me. I'm smarter, sharper, brighter, and deeper than you'll ever be.
True.
And I tell you, the way I've got it figured, you can't lose.
Oh, come on. You mean you're gonna be my campaign manager?
Of course.
And we'd be together all the time?
Of course.
I'll run. Nobody will vote for me, but I'll
Oh,
run.
everybody will vote for you, and this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Think junior class presidency.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the big picture.
I just did, and that's why I'm not gonna win.
Oh, you'll win. You know why?
I swear I don't.
Because you're a man of the people, and that's what people vote for, people.
They do?
And just think, a few years from now, city council.
Me?
And then mayor.
Me?
And then governor. And then senator. Oh.
And then I do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. So help me,
Dobie, come on. We've got to go to work.
Oh, yes, my manager. Yes, my power behind the throne.
Hey, Dobe, do you like the sign, huh? I did it myself. Do you like it, Dobe? Do you like it?
Oh, you've been a splendid campaign worker, Maynard. Splendid.
Yeah, I did the sign nice, huh?
Yeah, I appreciate that. And in years to come, I won't forget people who helped me when I was beginning my long climb to the top.
Do you like the sign, Dobe? I did it.
I like the sign, Maynard, and I'll never forget it. Never. Not even when I'm in the highest office.
The highest office? You in trouble with the principal?
No, Maynard, I mean the White House.
Like, wow.
The door will always be open to you, Maynard. Perhaps you'd like an ambassadorship.
Crazy, man. Me going all them big brawls and them cats wearing red ribbons across their chests.
Medals, yeah. Uh-huh.
Howdy do, Duke. Howdy do, Duchess.
Duchess, Maynard.
Howdy do, Duchess. Howdy do, Dutch.
Good morning, Clap. Jumping, galloping Poles. Far be it from me to interfere with the processes of democracy, but will whoever perpetrated that banner...
I did it, Mr. Pomfrey. Yeah, I made it all by myself.
Well, then take it off all by yourself.
This, too, I assume, is your handiwork, hmm? Yes, sir. I'm Dobie's #1 helper.
You're going to help him right into manual training school. And yourself, too, if you don't stop electioneering in this class.
And now, my young unemployables, if we may turn from politics to literature, please open your books to page 281. My father wanted me to study air conditioning. But no, I wanted to shape young minds. Well, we live in hope. Perhaps someday I'll find a young mind. But enough of that. It's culture time. Milton Armitage, are you awake?
Yes, sir.
Bottom of the page, To a Skylark by Shelley. Please begin.
Hail to thee, blithe spirit, bird thou never wert. Vote for Dobie Gillis.
Any ambassadorship you want, Maynard. England, France, you name it. Some more of your strategy?
Oh, it was nothing.
I could send you to the principal.
No, he already got his.
Maynard, I'm moved and touched by your ingenuity. In fact, I'm a little ill. Now,
There will be no more campaigning for Dobie Gillis the rest of this hour. None. You understand? Yes.
Now, Herbert, don't carry on so. You know how much this election means to Dobie.
I don't care. I don't like being called fellow citizen at the breakfast table, and if I don't like it once, I don't like it 6 times.
Ah, fellow citizen.
Listen, you little ward healer.
Mom.
The romance of democracy, stories of our great presidents. Well, dear, you are taking this election seriously, aren't you?
Well, after all, Mom, us presidents should know about each other.
Well, aren't you a little confused, dear? You're running for president of the junior class, not of the United States.
Oh, sure, Mom. I know that's a long way off. 6 or 7 years, maybe.
Oh, at least.
Yeah, I mean, first I've got to be councilman, governor, mayor, and all like that, you know.
And then I take it president?
And I want you to know that I'm not forgetting the humble people who gave me my start. I mean, if you want to be ambassador to somewhere, anywhere at all, just say the word. Except England. I promised that to Maynard.
Let me understand this. You are going to be president of the United States, and Maynard is going to be your ambassador to England?
Yes.
Who's your Secretary of State, Fabian?
You've got a sense of humor, Dad. I like that. Now, if you want an ambassador...
What I want is to see you put on an apron and go to work in this store. Lincoln worked in a store. Grant worked in a store. Garfield worked in a store. So why can't you work in a store?
Well, I'd love to, Dad, but I've got a little campaigning to do. So long, fellow citizens. Dad, think about that ambassadorship. There's a bunch of countries in my geography book upstairs. Pick one you like.
I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
Now, have you got it all straight?
Yeah, I've got it. I come into Charlie Wong's ice cream parlor and I make a simple homespun man of the people
Now,
speech.
try and look simple and homespun and unspoiled and kind of boyish.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't got a cowlick, have
No,
you?
afraid not.
Hey, maybe we could like cut up a piece of my hair and paste it on Dobie's.
Thanks a lot,
Now,
Maynard.
let's
but
get
no
going.
thanks. Yeah.
Oh, remember...
I know. Simple homespun man of the people.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Gillis is going to beat me.
It's a fact, Milton. That man of the people jazz seems to be working. Maybe you ought to try it, Milton. Him, man of the people?
No, I guess not.
Attention, everybody! Attention, I am here to introduce to you a man of humble origins. A man like Andrew Jackson or Abraham Lincoln or James K. Polk.
Who's James K. Polk?
Now, it gives me great pleasure to present the next president of the junior class, Dobie Gillis!
Fellow citizens, shucks, I just don't know what to say. I mean, all you swell folks clapping hands for little old homespun me. I just don't deserve it is all. I mean, being president of the junior class is a great honor. And I can understand how a guy like Milton Armitage would go after the job. I mean, he's so smooth, poised, polished, and rich. And I wouldn't blame anybody if they voted for him instead of poor little old homespun me. I'm just folks, just like you all, just plain simple folks. Whereas Milton's high and mighty and a true aristocrat. I mean, he has tea every afternoon with watercress sandwiches. Well, I never had tea in my whole life. Oh, I've had cocoa a couple of times, but never tea. As for watercress sandwiches, well, give me good old peanut butter every time. See, you can see I'm just a simple, homespun man of the people type. And I wouldn't blame anybody if they voted for Milton. But I tell you this. If you honor me with your confidence, I'll work day and night to make myself worthy. I'm just folks, and I'm not too bright. But I'm honest, and I'm diligent, and I'm one of you all. And I'll be thinking all the time of the good, simple, humble Americans who lifted me to this high office. Thank you.
Andy, what are you doing?
I'm voting for Dobie Gillis, that's what I'm doing.
Let's face it, Milton, you're dead.
Am I? I will agree, dear boy, that the prospects are dismal, but whenever I need help, I know just where to get it. watercress sandwiches?
Oh, but of course, dear.
How jolly.
That's all, Bridget. You're dismissed.
Mother, the crust is still on it.
I know, dear. The help one gets these days.
True. How I wish we still had Alfreda.
Ah, what a wonderful maid. And only $3 a week. Of course, she did drink 2 bottles of gin every day.
Well, what can you do with the servant class? Pour me some tea, Mother. Very strong. I've had a beastly day.
You look it. Well, out with it, boy.
It's the election at school, Mother. I'm losing it to a grocer's son. You must help me.
How?
You'll find a way, Mother. You always do.
Oh, Milton, you're a nasty boy. You're just like your father. May heaven rest him. Oh, he was a nasty man. So nasty. May heaven rest him.
You always helped him.
Yes, I did. I was what I believe they call his hatchet man.
And you'll help me.
Oh, don't I always?
I knew I could count on you, Mother.
Oh, you are such a nasty boy. Perhaps nastier than he was. Oh, have another watercress sandwich.
I believe I will. I'm famished.
Nasty.
Can I help you, lady?
Oh, indeed you can. I'm Mrs. Walter Hurlbut Armitage.
Not Mrs. Walter Hurlbut Armitage with the big white house on the hill, the 300 acres?
All surrounded by a 16-foot brick wall with broken glass embedded in the top.
Oh, this is indeed a pleasure. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Herbert T. Gillis, proprietor.
Enchanted.
Me too. Say, are you in some kind of trouble? Did your car break down or something? Here, do you want to use the telephone?
No, I don't want to use the phone.
Oh, well, did you want to use anything at all? Just help yourself. We're simple folk, but clean.
I wish to place an order.
Oh, you wish to place an order with me?
This list was made out by my housekeeper. I think it's fairly complete.
Oh. 15 pounds of caviar?
Imported.
Oh, what else? 6 dozen pheasant, 120 pound of shrimp, 36 dozen artichokes.
I'm entertaining the Iraqi ambassador this week. And, of course, his wife.
Yeah, those Iraqis really love their artichokes. Lobster, sirloin strip, capons, ripe rose hips.
The best part of the rose.
Oh, ain't it the truth? Well, there are a couple of items on here I don't happen to have in stock, but I can get them for you. I can get them for you this afternoon.
Oh, splendid.
Incidentally, this bill's going to amount to quite a bit of money, maybe $200-300.
Oh, yes, I know. There'll be a larger order later in the week. I'm having several people for croquet.
Mrs. Armitage, I really appreciate getting your business, and I want to tell you right now that Herbert T. Gillis will always treat you fair and square.
Oh, that's not necessary, Mr. Gillis. Grocers always cheat me. One expects it.
Not me. I'll give you a fair shake.
Well, Mr. Gillis, I see you and I are going to get on famously.
I kid you not, lady. You give me orders like this twice a week, and you have made a friend for life.
Well, I'm delighted to hear that, Mr. Gillis, because there is a small favor I'd like to ask of you.
Lady, you've got it.
Your son, Dobie, and my son, Milton, are both candidates for the same office at Central High School. Your son, Dobie, according to all indications, seems to be winning the election.
You mean you think my son Dobie is going to beat your son Milton? Oh, lady, somebody's been giving you a bum steer.
No, Mr. Gillis, it's a fact. It's a sad fact.
Sad?
My son Milton is such a sensitive boy. Nasty, but sensitive. He's going to be absolutely crushed if he loses this election. Now, on the other hand, your son Dobie, coming from sturdy peasant stock, accustomed to hardship and disappointments, I feel could survive a defeat without any permanent damage.
I think I'm beginning to get the picture.
Yes, Mr. Gillis. You persuade your son to withdraw from the election, and I'll give you all my grocery business.
Now, that isn't quite fair, Mrs. Armitage. After all, Dobie's worked very hard.
Orders like this, Mr. Gillis, twice a week.
But
sometimes oftener.
Well, I don't know.
I don't like doing this, Mr. Gillis. Especially for Milton. He's such a nasty boy. We can't pick our children, can we?
No, we sure can't.
But look at it this way. Dobie's young. There's always next year. And with the profit, the very handsome profit you'll be making each week from me, perhaps you could buy the boy some little thing to console him.
Well, looking at it that way...
Thank you, Mr. Gillis. I knew you'd understand.
Yeah. I understand, but how am I going to make Dobie understand? Dobie, my boy, sit down there a minute. I'd like to talk to you. Dobie, I was 17 once, and I realize now that many things that seem very important when you're 17, in a few years, they're completely forgotten. Oh, that's awful. My boy, yeah, that's better. My boy, when I was 17, ooh, that's worse. Son, oh, that's, yeah, the manly approach. Stand up, Dobie, stand up. That's it. Son!
Say, it's a great day for the great day, isn't it, Dad?
Dobie.
Well, what you want? I'm in a hurry this morning. Thalia wants me to stand in front of the voting booth. She says I should keep campaigning.
My boy.
Yes, Dad?
Son.
Maker of presidents?
Now, don't talk like that. I got something to say to you, and you're not making it any easier.
Aw, Dad, I know how you must feel. Listen, you don't have to congratulate me right now anyway. Wait till the election's over and I get home this evening. Then you'll have all day to work on your speech.
Son.
Just say something simple to me.
Son.
Simple. But remember, someday, it's likely to be printed in a book like this.
Son.
Maybe I could have Thalia write something appropriate for you to say.
Yeah.
Shut up! Shut up? Me?
Yes, you. You're beginning to act just like a politician. You can't stop talking.
Well, I think good on my feet. It's like a knack.
Milton Armitage's mother was in here just now, and she gave me a big order, an enormous order. Now, she does not want Milton to lose the election. So she'll give me an enormous order every week, maybe twice a week, if you will withdraw from this election.
Withdraw?
Oh, I know what it means to you, but it also means bread and butter to this family.
It's undemocratic. It's un-American. I won't do it. You should be reported to some committee. You're trying to undermine the American way of life.
I'm just trying to live the American way of life. With Mrs. Armitage's business, I'd show a profit every month. And don't forget, she's a leader. And if I please her, I get all that high society business. Wouldn't you like to see me in a supermarket?
Wouldn't you like to see me in the White House?
Now cut that out! Just because you get elected president of the junior class doesn't mean that you're automatically president of the United States.
Well, why not? Lincoln worked in a store, and he got to be president of the United States. Grant worked in a store. Garfield worked in a store.
You only live in a store. You never worked in a store a day in your life. Now you go straight over to that school and withdraw from this election. Or else. And furthermore...
No, sir. My hat's in the ring, and there it stays.
I'll put your head in the... I gotta assassinate that boy.
Your whole political career. Doesn't your father realize how important this is?
How can he? He doesn't know what's going on in the world. He and Mom, they never go outside the grocery.
Oh, how can they be so dull?
Well, it's not altogether their fault, I guess. I mean, when you're old like that, you don't feel like going out.
Yeah, like my mom and dad.
Yeah, mine too.
Their lives are practically over, and it's kind of a shame. I mean, my father's worked and slaved all his life, and here he is, 45 years old.
That old?
Yeah, he may go any minute.
Yeah, that's right, man. When they get up around that age, you just never know.
True.
And if I can bring him a little pleasure or comfort in the short time he has left, well, gee, I'd be pretty selfish to think about myself. I mean, Dad's a pretty good guy. Oh, he's kind of stingy and hateful, but he's a pretty good guy underneath.
Yeah, I like my mom and dad, too. They're square, but there's no real harm in them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My parents do their best for me, such as it is.
Kids, I don't know quite how to tell you this.
It's all right, Dobie. We understand.
Sure, good buddy. In fact, I think I'll go home and do something nice for my father, while there's still time.
I appreciate how hard you two have worked for me. Honest, I do, but I gotta withdraw from the election. I owe it to my poor old father.
Dobie, you've got a good heart.
You're like a real human being.
Thanks, kids. Come on, let's go tell Mr. Pomfret I'm quitting.
Ah, Dobie, I've been looking for you. I got your note offering me an ambassadorship. Please don't think I don't appreciate it, but if I ever should leave teaching, which seems daily more likely, I'm going into air conditioning.
It's just as well, Mr. Pomfret, because I have to withdraw my offer now. You see, I'm...
President, everybody get out the vote for the hell we're gonna lose. I mean, the people. A vote for Dobie is all for the people.
say? Huh? You wanted to tell me something.
Yeah, Big Daddy. Vote for Dobie Gillis.
Yeah.
Oh, calm down, Milton.
I will not calm down. I will not do anything. I will hold my breath until I die.
Oh, you are such a nasty boy.
You promised, Mother. You promised me you'd make Gillis withdraw from the election, but you didn't. He won the election, and now look at me. A failure at 17.
This may be the very best thing that ever happened to you. Oh, the grocery list. Bridget, I want you to call Gillis Grocery Store and place this order. And from now on, place all our groceries with Gillis.
Mother, how could you?
I will hear no more, you nasty boy.
All right, Mother, but you must give me something very nice, or I'll have another one of my asthma attacks.
Very well, I'll give you something very nice.
A little red sports car.
No.
A little blue motorcycle.
No?
What?
A watercress sandwich.
Oh, mice and rats.
Nasty.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
Thalia Miniger. Thalia Miniger is the girl I'm in love with. My romance with Thalia is kind of a triangle. I love her and she loves money. It's unbelievable that such a warm, soft girl can't think of anything but cold, hard cash.
Don Willoughby, captain of the baseball team.
Nope.
Butch Glendon, captain of the basketball team.
Nope.
Milton Armitage, captain of the football team.
No.
Then take your clammy hands off.
Failure.
Now, don't sit down. I'm not interested in sitting with anyone who isn't big and strong and magnificently coordinated.
But I have other virtues.
Like what?
Well, I'm humble.
You have so much to be humble about.
Now listen,
Now
Thalia.
listen to me. Can you pole vault 14 feet?
No,
or
but I
run
have
a mile
kind
in
heart.
4 minutes?
And I'm good to my
Or
mother.
pitch a no-hitter? Or run
And I
90
can touch my
yards for a
toes without
touchdown?
bending my
Oh,
knees.
let's face it, Dobie, you're just not an athlete.
I don't get it. Why all this sudden interest in athletics?
Why not?
Well, it's kind of clean and wholesome, and you're kind of mean and grubby. No offense.
Dobie, I've told you 1,000 times. I don't care about money, not for
you.
me.
No, you're only thinking of your family. You gotta marry a rich boy because your father is 60 years old and has a
Kidney condition.
And your mother isn't getting any younger.
No.
And your sister married a
Loafer.
loafer. And your brother is unemployable.
Uh-huh.
And it's up to you to save the family from the
Poorhouse.
poorhouse. Yeah, I know. Well, what's this got to do with athletics?
I've been reading an article here. Do you know that Ted Williams got $100,000 from the Boston Red Sox last year? Imagine that! Just for playing a couple of hours of baseball every day,
Yeah.
and he got a nice suntan, too.
Oh, yeah, especially in those night
And
games.
Mickey Mantle got $80,000.
Well, he's younger.
And do you know what the quarterback of the Chicago Bears got last year?
Lumps.
Don't get smart, mister. There's money in athletics. Big money. Take the second Lewis Schmeling fight. Do you know that Lewis got $260,000 and knocked out Schmeling in 1 minute and 58 seconds of the first round?
Yeah, I'll bet you know how much that is a second, don't you?
2,271. So you can sneer all you want, but the man that gets me is going to be a big brawny athlete.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, you gotta admit that I'm kind of appealing in a puny sort of a way. So how about going with me to the drive-in tonight? The picture's a gasser. The monster who devoured Cleveland.
The monster who... Oh, Dobie, you're positively sick-making.
Well, we don't have to watch the movie, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but you don't seem to know what I mean. You and I are through. That's all. What I want is a big, brawny athlete.
I know, yeah.
Hello, child.
Milton!
Hello,
Oh,
child.
you're so big and strong and athletic.
I guess you could say that.
Rich, too.
Well, old money.
That's the best kind.
Tell me, my dear, what are you doing tonight?
Not a thing. What did you have in mind?
The drive-in movie. They're playing rather an amusing little pastiche there tonight called The Monster Who Devoured Cleveland.
Oh, I'm dying to see it.
Now listen,
Shall we
Milton.
say 7-ish?
Any issue like.
Milton?
Which car shall I bring? The long, low convertible or the long, high convertible?
Oh, well, you decide, Milton.
Very well, I'll have Fidelio polish them both.
Now, just a darn minute, Milton.
Sonny, did you lose your mother?
You're so funny and strong and old money.
I'd like to point out that Thalia and I were having a private conversation.
How nice for you. And now Thalia and I are having a private conversation, so why don't you toddle off?
Thalia, I appeal to you.
No, Dobie, you don't appeal to me. You're a nice, sweet, weak little man, but toddle off.
Pastiche.
S-I-K. I mean, why mess around with a chick who digs muscles? I mean, look at it this way. You get, like, maimed.
Maynard, it's written in the great books. He who lives for love must be ready to die for love. Besides, without Thalia, what is there worth living for?
You gone ape? Lots of things.
Name one.
I'll name them all. Dizzy Gillespie.
We're star-crossed lovers. But somehow, some way, we'll beat the odds.
Daddy-o, you're like a rebel with a lost cause. Thalia only digs like athletes.
Okay, then I'll become an athlete.
Make me a muscle.
Huh?
Make me a muscle. Dobie, find yourself a chick who digs like your beautiful mind.
Maynard, you're the hippest, but when it comes to love, let's face it, you're square.
Smile when you say that, mister.
You don't get the point. A man in love can move mountains.
Yeah, but he can't become an athlete.
I'll become an athlete.
What kind of athlete?
I don't know.
Basketball?
Too short.
Baseball?
Too slow.
Shot put?
Too weak.
Football?
Too yellow.
That leaves the girls' swimming team, and you'll never pass the physical.
I'm sure I have athletic abilities. They just have to be tapped.
Dobie, love has tapped you so hard you're punchy.
Maybe polo's my game. Or lacrosse. Or squash. Punchy? Did you say punchy?
Yeah, I sure did.
Maynard, you just said the magic game. Boxing. I'll become a ruthless fighting machine.
So long, Dobie. You just crossed over.
Maynard, do we have a boxing team?
No.
Then who's to know I'm not a ruthless fighting machine?
Well, for one, Thalia won't know.
She'll know when I flatten the greatest athlete in the history of Central High. All city, all state, all interscholastic.
Man, you could only mean...
Moose McCullough, the legend. Oh, I know he'll cooperate.
Oh, I dig. A fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, what makes you think Moose McCullough's gonna let himself get flattened by you?
Because Moose springs from that special breed of men. He'll do anything for love.
The pursuit of La Femme is the noblest art known to man, Dobie. You can count on me.
I knew you'd feel that way, Moose. We're cut from the same cloth.
Oh, little Moose must be hungry. Hand me that bottle, will you?
Oh, sure, Moose. Hey, what's this doing in your all-state football trophy?
Oh, I finally found some practical use for the darn thing.
Oh. Boy, I never thought I'd see Moose McCullough in an apron feeding a bottle to a baby.
That's the greatest kick in the world, Dobie. Beats running for a touchdown anytime. Hand me that other bottle, will you?
But, don't you miss cheers of the crowd?
Oh, no. I married a cheerleader, and any time I feel down, well, she gives me 2 locomotives and a cis-boom bar.
Oh.
And I feel like a new man.
Yeah. Say, where is your wife?
She's at the doctor.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
Most serious thing in the world, Dobie. We're gonna have another little moose.
No.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All right, thanks. You know, if all goes well with your plan tomorrow, maybe someday you'll have all of this.
Yeah. Well, I'll be going, Moose. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll try not to hit you too hard.
Oh, you can't hurt the moose. Just don't break your hand, kid.
Oh, Dobie, how sweet. I'm just mad about banana split.
If only I could be a banana splitter.
Now, Dobie, let's not make things difficult.
I may as well tell you, Thalia. When I leave this table, it's all over. Kaput. I'll never bother you again.
Dobie.
Please, please, no pity. I know now there can never be anything between us. I'm too insignificant, too ordinary, too commonplace.
There's only one thing I can say.
Yeah?
You're absolutely right. Oh, that's him. Moose McCullough. That's the legend.
So it's Moose McCullough, the legend. So what?
Oh, Dobie, jealousy has worked your mind. He was a 4-letter man. He won over 100 athletic trophies. And the 7 years that he spent at Central High were brilliant and unforgettable. Oh, I may die. He's coming this way.
Well, hello.
Hello, Mr. McCullough.
Oh, my friends call me Moose.
She isn't one of your friends.
Oh?
She's gonna be.
You're picking on the wrong girl, Mr. McCullough. She's not interested.
Dobie, mind your own business.
You heard it. Now, why don't you toddle off home and play with your finger painting?
Mr. McCullough, sir, I'm not going to stand for this, sir. I know you're the greatest athlete Central High ever had, Mr. McCullough. And I know how strong and tough you are. And even how you were a professional heavyweight fighter for a while. And everybody's heard about that time in Chicago when it was night and those 6 gangsters didn't recognize you and they jumped you. How you almost killed them. I know all about that, Mr. McCullough, sir.
All about what? Listen, why don't you run over to the counter and see if they've got your pablum ready yet?
But I love Thalia Miniger. And I'm going to count to 3. And if you haven't stopped bothering her by then, I'm going to slug you, Mr. McCullough. Oh, I know, you may kill me. But what does it matter? What is my life compared to 1 second of Thalia Miniger's happiness? So leave her alone, Mr. McCullough, or else. 1.
No, Dobie, you're crazy.
2.
Stop before it's too late.
3.
He'll kill you, Dobie!
I'm sorry, Thalia, and I'll never bother you again.
Oh, bother me, Dobie! Bother me!
Well, if it weren't for the fact that I'm humble, I'd say knocking Moose's block off was a stroke of staggering genius. Thalia's life is dismal emptiness unless I'm with her. And for the first time, I know the feeling of power. I'm top fist. Men fear me because I'm menacing and destructive. It's a lie, but I like it. Oh, here, I'll show you what I mean. Hey, you.
Yeah?
Put these in my locker.
What are you, a kook or something?
I'm Dobie Gillis.
Top fist. Gee, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. I hope you'll excuse my rudeness.
That was nothing. You should see what happens when I go into Charlie Wong's ice cream parlor.
Top fist, fierce as a lion. Top fist, quick as a snake. He'll break your jaw without trying. He'll make you suffer and ache. Top fist.
Mighty quiet in here.
Yep. Too quiet.
Play something for Top Fist.
Play.
What do you say I pick up 8 o'clock tonight, baby?
Hey, can I see a minute, Paisan?
Excuse me.
Look, stupid, can't you say I'm busy operating? Well, tomorrow they'll be operating on you. That's Dobie Gillis's girl.
Look, pal, I don't care who's... Dobie Gillis.
Dobie Gillis, the guy that reduced the ledge into rubble.
Holy smoke, I better get out of here. Honest, Gillis, I didn't know she was your girl.
Yep.
He's rough and he's tough, but he's tender. He never hits children or girls or women of the opposite gender or kittens or puppies.
Won't you join me?
Or squirrels.
Aren't you with him?
Don't mind me, Top Fist. I'm just leaving. Honest.
Thanks again for getting rid of that.
You're rotten, but call me sometime.
My phone number.
Violet.
Top Fist, his hand strikes like lightning.
I touched him. I touched his fist.
Here's a man kind but frightening. Here's a man sweet but bold. Top Fist, Top Fist.
Sit down, Top Fist.
Do you have to call me that?
What, do you mind?
Sure I mind. I'm not just strong and savage. I'm also modest and gentle.
I'm sorry. It's just that I'm so proud of these swift but terrible hands.
Couldn't you be proud of the rest of me, too?
Well, Dobie, let's face it. Without these hands, you're nobody. But with them, you're somebody.
What you doing tonight, baby?
Well, what you got in mind?
A drive-in movie?
Hey, Daddy-o.
Send him away.
Get lost, Maynard.
It's Milton, man. Milton. He's here.
Yep. Gillis, I didn't come here to make trouble, but Thalia Menninger is my girl, and I'm asking you to stay away from her.
Yep.
I know your reputation, but nobody moves in on my girl and gets away with it.
Yep.
I know what you did to the moose. I'll take my chances.
Yep.
Yep. Nothing can change my mind.
Oh, I gotta see you, Top Fist, right away. I like business. Dobie, out of your mind?
Don't worry, I won't hurt him much. Just enough to teach him a lesson.
Look, it's your old good buddy, Maynard Krebs.
Out of my way.
And you're Dobie Gillis. Remember Dobie Gillis?
Oh, my gosh. I forgot.
All right, Gillis. What about it?
Yeah, it's okay, Milton. Failure's yours. I'm hanging up my fists.
You hear that, baby? He's yellow.
Dobie, I know how you feel, but one more fight won't hurt.
There's always one more fight, Thalia, gal. Don't you see, if I don't quit now, I'll never quit. They won't let me. There'll always be some glory-seeking punk looking to knock off the guy who knocked off the legend. No? That's why I'm hanging up my fists.
No,
He'll
Dobie,
fight or else.
no.
You be in the park at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and we'll all know you're yellow. 3 o'clock. Sharp. Yellow.
Man, you're like nowhere. Let's try something else.
Yeah.
Hit the old mitt. Yeah, gosh, wait. No, hit the omit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maynard. Sorry.
For what?
For hitting you. Pretty terrific, huh?
Yeah, deadly. No butterfly could take such punishment and live.
That was my best punch.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Let's try another approach. Can you fight dirty?
Maynard, try to be helpful.
Okay, call off the fight.
What? Lose face?
Either way, that's what's gonna happen. I repeat, call off the fight. You lose the chick, but you like stay out of the hospital.
Maynard, what's a split lip compared to a broken heart? No. No, if anyone calls off this fight, it's gonna be Milton Armitage. Which isn't a bad idea.
Daddy-o, there's no way on earth of talking that cat out of this massacre.
Maynard, where there's a moose, there's a way.
That's the old one, too.
Moose.
Hi, Milt. Hey, you're fighting Dobie Gillis tomorrow.
Yeah. Did he do all that to you?
Ah, the punk got lucky. Broke my jaw in 3 places. But don't worry, you can take him.
You're darn right. What happened to your leg?
Oh, I guess I fell down pretty hard. Compound fracture.
Compound?
Yeah, that punk sure packs a wallop. But don't worry, you can take him.
Sure.
All you gotta do is stay away from his left.
Right.
I'll stay away from that, too. In fact, it might be smart just to stay away.
I thought you said I could take him.
Well, sure you can. I was just thinking about that Grecian nose of yours.
What about it?
Well, you know, in case Gillis gets lucky with another one of those... Ah, forget it. Those plastic surgeons can fix anything today.
Moose, I know you mean well, but you're just wasting your breath because I'm going to fight Gillis tomorrow. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I wonder what's taking the moose so long. I hope he isn't having trouble talking Milton out of the fight.
Yeah, I hope so, too, because if Milton fights, you're like dead.
Dobie! You're like dead.
You didn't talk him out of it?
I did my best.
What am I going to do?
You could, like, blow town.
You're gonna stay right here and fight, boy.
Me? Him?
Him, he's top fist, ain't he?
But, Moose, you know that's not true. People only call me that.
Well, they called me the legend, and by George, I became the legend. Listen to me, Dobie. You can do it. If you believe in yourself, you can do it.
But, Moose...
No buts. Do you love Thalia or don't you?
Sure I love her, but...
No buts! Now, look. Love can change the world. It can move the earth. Love changed a 97-pound weakling into top fist. Grit, boy, grit. Courage, determination. Fight, smash, kill, destroy for love. For Thalia. You can do it, boy. You can do it.
Sure, Dobie. You can do it. Remember good, buddy.
Top fist, fierce as a lion. Top fist, quick as a snake. He'll break your jaw without trying. He'll make you suffer and ache. Top fist, the world stands and trembles. Top fist, with muscles just like steel.
I broke it.
No, it's just bent a little.
My hand, Maynard, my hand. Ow! Thalia?
Dobie, what happened to your hand?
The hazards of training, my dear.
Yeah, it's broken. All 6 fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I guess you'll just have to fight with your left hand then.
You mean you still want me to fight?
Well, why not? I mean, you don't need more than one hand to take a cream puff like Milton.
Cream Puff, he's captain of the football team.
You'll take him top fist. I know you will.
What happened to you?
Accident in training. You?
Same thing.
Tough.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah, tough.
Naturally, my dear, in view of these unforeseen developments, we'll have to cancel our bout.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps in a year and a half or so, when it heals.
My doctor says 3 years.
Yeah, I think you're just a couple of fakers.
Yes, I rather thought you would. You're a great beauty, Thalia, but you have a very suspicious nature. So I've brought here a little proof. I have an X-ray picture here. That dark line you see there is a fracture. Compound fracture, I believe.
Very interesting.
Are you convinced now?
Yes, there's only one thing wrong. It's an X-ray of a foot.
Fools.
Nice try, Milton. Now, I suppose you have an X-ray to give me, too?
You're darn right. Maynard, show her the X-ray. And this is no foot.
Ah, you're right. It's a hand.
Then you believe me?
Yes, I certainly do.
And you'll be my girl?
No, I certainly won't.
Then you're mine.
No, Milton, what I want is a fighter. And a fighter needs two things. He needs lots of guts and two hands of iron. You haven't got one and he hasn't got the other. So I'm just going to have to keep looking. Goodbye, boys.
Well, chin up, fellas. Look at it this way. You're like better off without her. I mean, who needs girls? They're like fickle, and they like spend your money, and they like bug you all the time. I mean, like, who needs them?
Like, shut up.
Well, failure is only a bittersweet memory now. But all is not lost. I still have my reputation. I'm top fist. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Hey, you.
Yeah?
Put these in my locker.
You a kook or something?
I'm Dobie Gillis.
That's your tough luck.
Oh, well, power isn't everything. Besides, I have other virtues. I'm humble, good to my mother, and I have lots of friends. And here they are.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone.